Yeah, go.
I'm coming, man. Don't you dare on me, Foley!
I'm sorry, can we cut? Amy, can we cut?
What is going on here?
Hey, I'm about to jump out this helicopter like Wesley Snipes.
I'm doing the scene right now.
What scene? The scene is about emotionality. Where is it?
Oh, God! I am dealing with a bunch of prima donnas.
The action guy who left the fridge open. The award winner.
Critically acclaimed Australian actor Kirk Lazarus underwent a controversial procedure in order to play the platoon's African-American sergeant.
I know who I am. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. The comedian.
You think you can do what I do? Take a picture of this.
This summer.
Want to make this movie right? We take those boys up there, put them in the trees, shoot the whole thing guerrilla style. Real fear in their eyes. Yes, yes.
The movie they think they're making
Exterior, rainforest, dusk, cut to a frightening jungle.
isn't a movie anymore.
Don't got a picture.
So what?
This feels pretty real!
Exactly. Let's use it.
Hang on, Speedman.
Some of us might not make it back.
What do you mean? Like, not on the same flight?
We'll send you here.
Hey, dude, you all right? Totally leaned into that, bro. You want to do one more?
I don't believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean, you people?
Tropic Thunder. To go a lot of trying just to get up that hill. Now we up in the big league.
That's the theme song for the Jeffersons.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You out of your mind?
What?
You really need help.
And just because the theme song don't make it not true.
Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to Real Talk. Tonight, myself and Bath Time are going to be discussing Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. We picked this film as a bit of a sort of break from my non-stop stream of sort of like European, quite difficult subtitled films. I've got no horse in this race. I think Tropic Thunder is quite a lot of fun. I don't think it'd be in my top 50 films, but it has Robert Downey Jr.'s performance, I think, is something that's always worth talking about and always worth watching. I think it's amazing.
So yeah, I think we should probably start with the opening section where we have all the trailers for other films. Starts off with Al Pacino, which is kind of funny. I didn't mind that bit. And then after we kind of get through the little music video, we come to
your kind of like general thoughts on it before getting specific. Like, did you?
I enjoyed a lot in it, but there was a lot of stuff that was meant to be funny that did not make me laugh whatsoever.
Do you think that's because it's aged badly, or it just is? It doesn't matter. It's just not funny.
Just not funny.
Like, because backstage you were slating some of the people in it.
I think it took me a while to warm up to Robert Downey Jr.'s character, but by the end of it, he had me laughing out loud. So I'll give him it.
Jack Black, were you a fan of him?
I've seen him in a lot of things. See, we were talking about the Cable Guy earlier. Now, when he's playing like a character where he has to be a bit more serious, I find him more funny then. When he's like quite extroverted and he's like trying quite hard to make the audience laugh, it's not really for me.
What I thought was interesting about him is that when you're looking at that cast, because they're kind of Hollywood and stuff, like this is maybe, 15 years ago?
This came out in 2008, so a long time ago.
God, so almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
A lot of them look maybe 5 or 6 years older. Jack Black genuinely looks 20 years older now. And I found that quite interesting. Big up Bilal. You're here after roasting me on Twitter for having a nap. the rapper is a closet homosexual. What we were saying backstage is because like Steve Coogan's in this film, and there was a massive controversy a long time ago. I don't know if people remember this. Tyrone didn't, where Steve Coogan got accused of being the reason behind Owen Wilson's suicide attempt. And so I was like reading around that, and during the course of my investigations, I found out that Kevin Hart was originally going to be Al Pacino in this, but when he found out the character was going to be gay with a Backstreet Boy at the end, even though they're from NSYNC, he turned it down, said that he wasn't going to do it. But I actually think that Al Pacino is probably one of the most important characters in the film.
I like how he bounces off Robert Downey Jr.
Well, that's the thing, is that if it's just an all-white cast and you have Robert Downey Jr. there, I don't know if that works. Like you need a kind of you need a pushback to him, and I do agree. Actually, I think that like there's another sort of fat actor that I've never really got on with, which is Jonah Hill, and Jack Black and Jonah Hill. I think they're actually quite good actors. Like they're quite good.
I prefer Jonah Hill. I think Jonah Hill's much funnier than Jack Black.
I don't find either of them particularly funny, to be honest. Like I think Jack Black's best performance. There's two. One is that film with John Cusack. Is it? I can't remember what it's called. It's where he runs a bookshop, and it's originally a British book by Nick Hornby. It's called High Fidelity or something like that. But in it, Jack Black plays this really obnoxious comic book worker or something who keeps claiming that he's the world's best singer. And then at the end, he sings, and Jack Black is obviously an incredible singer. And he's really good in that. But also in Jumanji, I really like his performance in Jumanji, where he plays a 14-year-old girl. And I think it's really good. But
I've only seen the original Jumanji, so...
Yes, still, really good film, Jumanji. The new Jumanji, I'm not going to lie, is actually pretty good. Like, I'd recommend it as a sort of a hangover film. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Jack Black, I've got to be honest, and I'm a less fan of Jonah Hill. So his part in this film, I mean, it's... I think you're right, where if you take him out of the film, you don't actually really lose anything, do you?
Nah, not at all. Not at
all. This is what I wanted to ask you. His character is called Jeff Portnoy.
Yeah.
I know that name from somewhere. Is he a podcaster or something now?
I'm not sure. I've never heard the name.
I'm sure there's something called like Portnoy Sports. I should have looked this up earlier instead of asking you. But yeah, so overall, what are your thoughts?
Solid. What can I give it?
6 out of 10?
About 5 out of 10, I'd give it.
Average?
Yeah, very average.
Or below average?
Yeah.
Below average?
Yeah, I mean, it made me laugh at some points, but I thought it was going to be funnier than it was. So I was a little bit disappointed.
Oh, okay.
I think basically, I think the film is saved by Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Well, I mean that's the reason to watch it, isn't it? Because like I'm not too sure of the time scale, but Robert Downey Jr. was in rehab in like 2006, 2007, something like that. And I think he definitely did a film right called A Scanner Darkly, which I've seen. Like, have you heard of that film?
Nah.
It's really weird. It's based on the guy who wrote Catch-22 and the film, the book that Blade Runner is based on. Convert. I didn't. The first time I watched this, Bilal, I was in Montevideo, which is the capital of Uruguay, and I didn't know it was Tom Cruise until I saw the credits. But anyway, but yeah, like that film it's really, really weird, and I think it's the first film that Robert Downey Jr. did after he got back from rehab, and then I think he did Iron Man, and then I think he did this. Is that right?
Was Iron Man before this? That's
I
interesting.
think he made this before Iron Man, but Iron Man came out first.
Okay.
And it was like, you've got to get, like, I don't like Robert Downey Jr., I'm going to be honest. I find him really annoying. He's an amazing actor, and I like his films, but as a person, he annoys me. But I've got to say, he's got balls to do this.
Iron Man came out in 2008 around the same time as Tropic Thunder, so that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Shout out Tobey Maguire as well, who like takes a very kind of like there's no payoff to his role, is there? Other than like the only award he wins is MTV's Best Kiss award.
It was a nice little cameo to see him in. It was that bit was funny. That bit I found funny. I thought that was alright.
Yeah, did you like? Because they were in Wonder Boys together, I think, Downey Jr. and Tobey Maguire.
He was. He just reminded me of Peter Parker in Spider-Man 3, where he's quite camp in that. Very similar.
Yeah. He had a wild ride in the mid-2000s as well, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
I quite like him though. Like I don't like. I'm not a massive fan of like Spider-Man. His Spider-Man is the best though for me.
I love Spider-Man 2. Really good film.
Yeah, I think it's wildly overrated myself, but I do understand why people would like it. I thought that is it No Way Home where all the Spider-Men meet up?
Yeah, that was amazing.
I thought he was really good in that. Like he really played his part well. I'd like to see more of Tobey Maguire actually.
It would be nice.
But yeah, like if I was, it's difficult what I'd give this film, like, because you can't compare this to like Moon Man or The Seven Samurai or proper cinema. But for a comedy, I think I'd give this 7 out of 10. I think it's above average and memorable.
Okay.
But yeah, like, and I think I also really like the sort of verisimilitude that they do at the beginning. You know, the fake trailers.
Yeah. The fake trailers were funny.
I always think that's a really cool way to start a film.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I know I'm gonna go on about Jack Black again, but I thought his trailer didn't really impress me. It was a bit annoying.
Who's that meant to be? Is that meant to be Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, I think it's meant to be like a piss take of the Nutty Professor and the Family.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, when I was watching that, I was thinking, God, you know, they did used to make films like that. You know, like one guy playing every character. Like, is it? I'll probably pronounce this wrong. Is it Medea or something? Where there's like this black guy who just plays like an old woman, and there's like a million films of them.
I can't remember who he is.
Do you know the guy I'm talking about? He's one of the most powerful people. He's one of the most richest people in America now.
I think so. I can't remember the name. The name's not coming to me.
Like I know he owns like a studio. Like just all they do is seem to crank out these films that I've never watched. But maybe it was something to do with that. But used to get loads of those kind of films, don't you? Like, and they just it shows like how much like what we watch has changed, because now I think is it unfair, do you think, to say it's literally just superheroes and horrors?
Yeah, and I'm trying to think. That's pretty much it, and maybe chick flicks every now and again.
What's the last chick flick that came out?
God, I'm trying to think. I probably don't watch them enough to know.
Yeah. Bring Back Step Up. What was that film? Save the Last Dance.
Now, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. That was actually a good film, you know, when it first came out.
Yeah, I was saying what we discussed about backstage last week about Flo's love of Save the Last Dance.
Yeah, it's a really good film.
Yeah, like I used to really like those films, like Posh Girls and Street Dancing. They were so good. But yeah, it was like, and then you got that kind of like Satan's Alley film. I think
that was funny. Yeah, that's the one with Tobey Maguire and Robert Downey. It was funny, that trailer.
Yeah, like gay priests. You still get those kind of films, don't you?
Yeah. And then
Scorcher.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. See, Ben Stiller, you see when he did more serious films like Along Came Polly, or what else did he do? Like Meet the Fockers. I find him quite funny in those kind of films. But something like this, I don't know.
My favourite Ben Stiller film is still The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
I need to watch that. I haven't seen it.
I love that film.
Someone told me to watch it.
It was me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's just it's like, I mean, like in terms of like if you want to talk about the structure of like of Tropic Thunder, it is beat for beat a Save the Cat like a Save the Cat film structure. Like you have like the debate and stuff where Tom Cruise is shouting at Steve Coogan. Like you have the sort of like the inciting incident where Nick Nolte is like, you got to do this and stuff. Like it's beat for beat, like that kind of thing. And it's like written and directed by Ben Stiller. But Walter Mitty is exactly the same, but it's essentially an adventure film. And it gets, the only film I've seen, I think that kind of gets adventure better than it is probably The Hobbit, and I don't think The Hobbit is very good. It's just got one scene that is fantastic.
Oh wow, you don't like it? People tell me.
No. I'm not actually a huge fan of the book The Hobbit either. Because it's like for 7-year-olds.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like I like it from a nostalgia point of view, but it's not something that, like with something like Lord of the Rings, I can have different interpretations of that. Like when I read it when I was 12, like when I reread it when I was 16, like I've reread it this year, and as I grow up, there's different things I can relate to in it. But with your childhood stuff, there's not really a lot that sort of changes when you go back and see it because it is just for kids.
Yeah.
So, like I don't know if you lot are big fans of things like Toy Story.
When I was a kid, I liked it. I thought it was really good.
Would you go back and watch? Like, I'm sure I would find it enjoyable if I were to watch Toy Story again. But I'm not sure that I would get much different from it as an adult to a child.
The third one's better because it's like the daycare is like a prison for the toys. That's like, I like that plot. That's the best.
Is that the one where there's like all these? Is that the one where they basically go into like a garbage incinerator and they're about to die and it is horrific?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's kind of like that's almost set up for people that watched Toy Story when they were 6 or something, and then like 30 years later, it's like it kind of works like that. But yeah, no, I'm not a fan. The Hobbit films are genuinely bollocks.
I'll be honest. I remember when I saw the trailer, I just looked at him for fuck's sake.
It's absolute.
Yeah, no interest.
The book is fine. The book is fine if you're a child. And I get, my love of Lord of the Rings. I go on other Lord of the Rings channels. Like Chris's channel is called like the Hobbit Editor or something. But I'm not that bothered by the Hobbit at all. It's for children. It's like I get in trouble for saying that I think Star Wars is for 12-year-old boys.
You can understand how you
love it, but that's who it's for.
No, I don't love it.
I mean, in people.
I preferred Star Trek, but yeah, it's all right.
Now, there's new Star Trek stuff out. I've seen trailers to it, and people hate it. Have you seen any of it?
I've seen some of the trailers. The trailers look amazing, but I've not. I don't
What,
really.
for the TV show?
Yeah, but I don't tune into Paramount or anything enough to kind of get anything out of it.
Because Jamie Carragher's on it.
I think the only time I'm watching Paramount is when the footy's on. That's it.
Yeah, but I was talking about Toy Story, and there's one I found out about recently, which is that, like, there's like an evil little boy. Is he called Sid?
Sid, yeah.
Apparently, he's got one of the toys is a pair of legs with a hook on it, and it's meant to be a visual reference for a hooker. I think that's quite clever, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Fucking hell.
Is that what you're talking about, Bilal?
That's probably one of the things he's mentioning. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, there'll be other stuff, but I mean, like, they're always gonna, because they're adults. There's always going to be a sort of a secret sex joke or something like that put in it. There's not a lot secret in Tropic Thunder. It's pretty on the nose.
But that bit where we see Les Grossman saying, "Hey, you, who's the rigger? Punch him in the face hard," and he just does it and apologizes before. That was quite funny. Yeah,
I found that. I think that, honestly, like, Tom Cruise is. I mean, Bilal's put he's an asshole in real life. I've got so much time for Tom Cruise in films.
What, did he not sign an autograph for you, Bilal? Is that why you don't like him? Because I heard he's quite
probably
nice.
He's a Scientologist or something.
Maybe.
Like, which actually is one of the few religions that really attracts me, Scientology. Wow. It's because it's got a competitive element to it. You can be better than other, and I know that's not what religion is about, but you can't, do you get competitive Christians? You do get competitive Catholics because
I think you do because I think sometimes the pastors try to outdo each other in terms of, it's all about it's about the performance, isn't it? How am I going to hook the audience today? What kind of testimony?
No, but I mean, between, like, because of, like, I don't go to Christian church. I'm a Catholic. Are you Catholic?
No, I'm not anything.
Yeah, but you must have had to go to church at some point.
I said no.
Really?
Yeah, I used to say I'm not going.
Well, how old were you when you were doing that?
My parents aren't religious, but whenever my auntie wanted to take me, I'd say I don't want to go.
Fair enough, yeah. But but do you like Church of England stuff like? Bilal, I wouldn't. You won't be Church of England, will you? I'm very interested in, like, if Christians sort of competitive with each other, because in Catholicism you've got, like, how many Hail Marys and things like that, and in Scientology you literally have levels to how good you are, and I imagine that I would just get into the competitiveness of it. Oh yeah, he is a bit dodgy about, like, it's definitely dodgy around, like, psychology.
Oh, was that Kate Holmes? I think he was with Katie Holmes, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, apparently did I read somewhere that he might be marrying the Cuban girl. She's in Knives Out and Blade Runner. She's really fit. Ana de Armas.
Oh.
I think he's going out with her. But he makes good films. And I like that. And I think he's wicked in this film.
I like his dancing. His dancing was funny to look at.
Yeah. It's like, it feels like this film to me, because, like, the majority of that cast, I still think you would probably say are in the A-list.
Yeah, well, Jack Black, Ben Stiller, obviously Robert Downey Jr. I think
Matthew McConaughey.
The ones on the fringes, there's that guy with the glasses, so I didn't know who he was.
He's kind of... I mean, he's the voice of someone in How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay.
And he was in The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and I think that he's a recognisable actor. I agree with you. He's not A-list, but I think you'd still say that he was never a star, was he? But Al Pacino's really the only one that I have no idea what he's done.
Yeah, same here.
Do you know what I mean? And Coogan, for us, I think, is British A-list, isn't he?
It's only when you reminded me what he's been in when I kind of recognised the face, because he's played such a different character in this. So
yeah, like, well, I mean, he's been, like, Oscar nominated for things like Philomena in, like, the last 5, 6, 7 years. He's Alan Partridge. I think Coogan is probably one of our, like, you know, I think Rowan Atkinson, I still think is our number one export.
What about Colin Firth?
I've certainly not compared. I mean, like Rowan Atkinson, you've got to remember that because Mr. Bean is silent, it's in literally every country. But Colin Firth, I mean, Kingsman is probably the last big thing he did. Maybe. I mean, sorry?
I think he done the King's Speech as well. That was another one.
Yeah, he did. He got an Oscar for it, I think, maybe. He did Bridget Jones's Diary. I just don't know how big he is worldwide. Do you know what I mean? Like, more people, I think, will know Tom Holland than they'll know Colin Firth.
I think people, you're right about Mr. Bean, though. People love Mr. Bean.
I can tell you, right? When I was in Latin America, I can tell you the four most famous people from Britain. Bobby Charlton, Princess Diana, Mr. Bean, and David Beckham.
Bloody hell.
I swear you would not believe how famous Princess Diana was. There was hairdressers called like Princess Di and stuff.
Wow.
Wild. That would be a lovely segue for me to go on and diss Bad Bunny, but I'm going to try and avoid that as much as possible. God, I hate him. I hate him so much.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, what a dickhead. Like, honestly. He's not popular in my part of Spain, I can tell you that. But yeah, like, so before I started rambling, it's really interesting to me how many of these people are still stars, but how kind of big a risk this film was.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's really risky to even be in a film with an actor like Robert Downey Jr. playing a black guy.
Yeah, because I mean, there would have been people that didn't like that.
Yeah, I'm sure there still are people that probably wouldn't, because it's blackface in some ways.
Yeah.
It's not technically because he's like acting and stuff, isn't it? But it's still quite a risk, and also the stuff where I don't know if we're allowed to say this anymore, but when he says like, don't go full regarded for Simple Jack.
Yeah, full retarded, yeah.
Regarded. No, regarded.
Regarded,
I don't know if we're allowed to say that word. I mean, to be honest, it's a word I've actually been told off for using, because I think from when we were growing up, that was a pretty common thing to say. And now I think it's a bad word. So I'm going to say regarded instead.
Regarded.
Yeah, regarded.
All right, fair enough.
I thought it was actually quite a good point, actually, that when they listed off the films where if you're a little bit regarded, you can get an Oscar. But if you do what Sean Penn did in Milk, not a chance.
I think because we're not using it in an insulting way, we're not going to get in trouble for it. But
yeah, but there are some words that, like, I mean...
But I won't use it. Yeah, I won't use it.
No, you can use it. You can use it if you want. It's like, it's not about like getting in trouble with YouTube. It's I don't want to upset people. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, I suppose, yeah, some people might get upset by stuff like that, and it's actually there's a lot of things that people get upset about that I think that they're just being silly. But with that one, I can actually understand it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can see why that one is something that should probably go out.
I've not seen this film, Dallas Buyers Club, but I know it's one of his best.
I think, is that the one where Jennifer Lawrence won an Oscar?
Maybe. It might.
And he's really thin in it.
Oh no, I can't remember. That might have been Picture Playbook. I can't remember.
Right.
There's been so many films that they've done together. Though. It's ridiculous.
He didn't know. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, Bilal doesn't like the word. It genuinely actually is one thing I can sort of like, I can understand people getting upset about. I think if you use medical conditions as insults, that's probably a bad thing.
Yeah.
But then again, imbecile is like someone with an IQ under a certain amount, isn't it? And no one gets upset about that.
Yeah, it's just you got to kind of. It helps when you talk to people and find out these sort of things as well. It always helps to have a discussion about it.
Or just pretend to be foreign and get away with it.
Yeah, no
Like,
English.
I could say whatever I wanted in Spanish and no one gave a shit. 'Cause it was just like garbled. So it's found it funny. Said the most offensive things, no one cared. Hey, it's foreign, who cares? But yeah, I think you got to be careful. But I don't know. I think Regarded was probably, because it's Hollywood, I reckon that was also quite a risky kind of scene to do. And I like it when comedy takes risks.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that opening scene where you see Four Leaf like running away and stuff, and you've got like Robert Downey Jr. saying, come on, man." I'm just laughing my head off because I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, he plays it well, the part, though, doesn't he?
It's just so stereotypical, though, isn't it?
Do you think? I didn't think it was, actually. That's why I quite liked it. It might be. Because, what's the stereotype?
It's just angry black man.
Is it right? Because there's two kind of roles that it reminded me of. Bilal, that's pretty good. One is I always bring up Aliens, but Apone from Aliens. And have you seen the Lethal Weapon films?
No, I haven't. No.
Right, black police captain.
Okay.
Do you know that kind of trope that I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the two that it reminded me of. But I didn't think it was an impression or a stereotype when I watched it, because I found his kind of verbal diarrhea quite funny.
Well, I remember, what did I do? I think I played a police chief. It was like a comedy where I played an American police officer. Was it
police captain you were playing?
It was exactly the same character.
Oh damn! Yeah, I think that's genuinely. I think that's probably more a trope than a stereotype. But no, I didn't think that it was. It was a step. Thing is I have basically seen no Vietnam films, so I don't know if that is a trope from like Vietnam films.
It was. It was like
Is it?
It's like a piss take of Platoon, Full Metal Jacket, all of them films that you've seen.
They all got like a kind of like a sort of like, I don't want to say like Bubba Gump from.
Oh, Bubba from Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Yeah, Bubba Gump. He's brilliant. Don't diss Bubba Gump and his shrimps. I love Bubba Gump. The Bubba Gump Shipping Company. Come on. But he's like, is it like, because we'll watch a war film next week, but is that a stereotype to have like a sort of, a kind of southern black guy who speaks like that as a sort of a sergeant or like a kind of, not a private, but just one level above?
Nah, not necessarily in a war film, but like in general, like, when you see like certain black characters, it's just exaggerated, should I say?
Okay.
Well, but I know why. The character is basically trying his hardest to embody that character. He's basically gone. He's basically like a method actor, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Because he's gone and had the procedure done, a very controversial procedure, as it says in the film. So.
Well, I mean, it's obviously. The thing is I think Downey Jr. actually is a method actor, but it's definitely like aimed at like Russell Crowe, or who's the other one? The really fat Daniel Day-Lewis,
or Heath Ledger. It could be any of them because they're all Australian.
Was he a method actor?
He was, yeah. He went a bit too far when he was doing the Dark Knight.
Oh, they all do that though. I think quite a lot of that is just sort of like attention seeking and marketing. To be honest, like, I mean, like I think I read like Jared Leto was like sending like really nasty messages to people in the cast. Just like, fuck off, mate. What on earth are you doing? It reminds me about when a horror film comes out and they all try and tell us that the set is haunted.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think a bit of bollocks. Change 5 swear words or offensive words to ordinary words. Okay. I'll do that at the end of the show for you, Bilal.
Yeah. Shizzle. Fudge. We've got fudge. We'll say fudging instead.
Okay, I was gonna pick some of the most offensive words I could think of and change them. Like that, I think that's quite low key, isn't it? That sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like fudge. Oh, did you actually watch that video I sent you of the diss track on Eminem?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
All right,
I'm terrible, aren't I?
Yeah. Like anyway,
you can tell me off after.
Yeah. Yeah, your performance review is coming up, Tyrone, and it's not looking good. But so right, in terms of Tropic Thunder, I'll tell you what I thought was cool about the way that they had that stuff at the beginning. Is it's like there's 2 things that I think this film does really well. One is that there's quite a lot of conflict in the film, which you don't tend to get in comedies that often. Like, so you've got the conflict between Al Pacino and Robert Downey Jr. Right, and so that's actually comedically and narratively really important to the film. Like, because it's a pushback on Robert Downey Jr. just being an arse.
Yeah,
like a role player. You know, it's like when I pretend to be a hobbit or something at Dungeons and Dragons, but he's taking it seriously. And so I think it's vitally important that you do actually have an actual black person there saying, "Look, what do you mean, you people?"
Well, it wasn't just that. There was like a line later on where he says, "When are you going to drop this Chicken George stuff?" And he looks at him like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah,
it's just so. Yeah, but funny,
he's offended because it's about his acting, and that's so. Yeah. It's. I find it quite funny as a sort of a meta joke that he's so oblivious, like to the fact that he might be upsetting people, but it's all about himself.
Yeah,
and yet
exactly.
He doesn't know who his self is. I think it's I really like the sort of the character, and I also think that it's portrayed as like. I think it's quite interesting how they do it, where he starts off as you are laughing at him for doing something so utterly offensive, and then towards the end you love him. Like I think I'm a lead farmer is one of my favourite bits in the film. Acting is an art, but I feel like anyone can be an actor. Is this philosophy or a dig at acting? Because Tyrone, can anyone be an actor?
You need
are we acting all the time?
We are, but to be able to get up on stage or to go in front of the screen, you've got to have a certain type of inner confidence that not everyone possesses.
Yeah, or need maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I agree. Look, we all know that everyone has different masks in life. Like, you know. You might be a father, you might be a son, you might be a brother, you might be a boyfriend, you might be a boss, you might be an employee, you might be a left back, you might be a right back. And these are all things that like demand kind of different social performances, as it were. So I think that everyone does act to a degree, certainly in a society like British society, which is so focused on class. Like there's anything that sort of involves rituals, there's a performance to that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you go around someone's house, you kind of exaggerate politeness, and the first time you exaggerate certain things. So there's always that kind of element. But you were talking literally. You can get rappers and YouTubers acting. This is why I would never watch a film normally. Like, what did we watch last week? Paid in Full.
Yeah.
you are really gonna have to push me to watch a film with a rapper in it. I think it's absolutely ridiculous that they're in films.
Well, the thing is, you've got rappers and YouTubers who will turn to acting on screen, but not many of them will be able to do the Shakespeare stuff. That's completely different.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, you will get someone on YouTube who is a Shakespearean actor that has started doing knitting or something. Like there'll be one or two, but I mean, they're performers, so I get it. But earlier on, we talked about Tom Cruise. I remember Tom Cruise going on a TV program and shouting at someone had they read the research about psychological medication. And I watched it and I thought, it doesn't matter if you've read the research, you haven't fucking understood it. Like, and that's what I kind of feel about rappers and YouTubers and things who go and act. Like, I don't think they have a fucking clue I don't think that they understand the craft.
Yeah.
It's like watching the sidemen play football.
Exactly, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's entertainment to it, I think. I've got to be honest, I've never seen it. But, you know, it's right, Ballers League. I've watched 5 minutes of Ballers League. I'm never watching it again. I get it. I understand it's entertainment, but that's not football. Do
you ever like Soccer Aid? Do you ever watch that?
Yes, but I mean, I can remember, was it Boris Johnson rugby tackling a professional footballer in Soccer Aid?
Yeah, and I think Jose Mourinho tackled Ollie Murs as well.
Yeah, but once again, but I don't watch it for football.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I watch it for the curiosity of what it's like watching a 50-year-old ex-world-class player against normal people. Like, I'd like the Olympics for there to be just a normal person in each race. Because, you watch the 100 metres and the guy that finishes last, you think, what a bum, he's really slow. And yet he's in the top 5 fastest people in the world or something.
Yeah, because, I mean, I watched Usain Bolt and, like, wow, I wouldn't say I'm shocked, but I'm thinking you've got all that pace, but you don't have to use it on a pitch. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, he played at something in Old Trafford, didn't he?
Yeah.
And, there's a guy called Speed who is a phenomenal athlete. Like, he's an interesting guy, but he's a phenomenal athlete. And I think I've seen clips of him. And if that guy understood the offside rule, he could definitely play semi-pro level based off that speed.
Yeah, he's very quick.
Yeah, he looks Olympic level quick. Semi-final or something like that.
Clubs, that's the thing. Football clubs, when they're recruiting players, speed is one of the main things they look for. If you've got the pace.
I know this very well, Tyro.
Yeah.
I think Walcott, Theo Walcott came very late to football. At 12 or something like that. And he scored 12 goals on his debut by just being that rapid.
Bloody hell.
But yeah, I don't. So with the acting stuff, so that's rewinding it all the way back to Tropic Thunder. We did say this was going to be a rambly stream because it's a stupid comedy. There's not really a huge amount you can say about it other than is it good?
Good special effects though.
That was the other point I was going to say. Is it's got extremely high production values.
Yeah.
The opening scene with 3 helicopters for a comedy film.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's they really were confident in this film. And it's probably one of the last big budget comedies.
The thing is, I don't think for a successful comedy, I don't think it needs to be big budget. That's the thing. It's a huge risk to pump all that money into it.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's kind of a continuation of things that started in Die Hard and then went to Lethal Weapon, which was action with comedy and then an action comedy and then a comedy with action. Yeah, I guess the reason why it might not be a risk is that you can cut the trailer in different ways for different markets.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, let's say, I don't know, let's say in Peru, they're well into action. You can just put the action stuff in the trailer. And let's say in Nicaragua, they only care about rap-based comedy. And you can just put the Al Pacino stuff in. It's quite broad in its comedy, I suppose. You've got some sort of wordplay and things like that. You've got physical comedy. You've got there's a lot of farce in it. Like, I do really enjoy one of the kind of terrorist drug people running around dressed as a woman, like with the wig and the mask on and stuff.
Yeah,
I found that funny.
That was funny. Yeah.
Yeah, did you like that?
Yeah. Like,
And then,
I thought it was a drag queen or something.
Yeah, and then you've got Tom Cruise dancing, which was amazing. Like, I love ridiculousness. So when he has got a button that he presses to do a dance when he's trying to tempt someone, like a sort of unsexy Mephistopheles, I thought that was incredible. Like, imagine if Christopher Marlowe, that was Faust, just Tom Cruise on G5, baby.
He was good at it, Tom Cruise. I'll give it to him. It was funny seeing him in something so different.
Yeah, that's because I always think of him as someone who takes himself really seriously and film, but he takes film really seriously, and I respect that about him because I'm such a stick in the mud that I get a little bit annoyed when I see blooper reels at the end of a film. I want them. Yeah, do you like that song, Bilal?
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, I really like it, and I also like Matthew McConaughey as well. I think he plays annoying douchebags really well.
I didn't. You know what? He wasn't. I didn't. What bit did I find him annoying in? I don't think I found him annoying in this one. I just found him. It was crazy seeing the devotion he had to his actor, because
your agent won't take your calls.
Yeah. Do you remember when he kills the panda and he's like, "I killed a panda"?
I thought that was really funny.
That was funny because he thought he said something else that he killed
Amanda.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, all you need is some bleach, Sublime," and I'm like, "Bloody hell."
Yeah. Yeah, like Harvey Keitel in Pulp Fiction or something.
Yeah.
I found the panda stuff very funny. I like that. I like that kind of humour. Like, it's meant to be a jaguar or something.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I was going to ask you about, was the sort of construction of the jokes in the film. I think are actually pretty good. I think you get quite a lot of payoffs, and I also liked what they kind of did with the opening and the ending, where they mirrored each other.
Yeah, it was a mirror with the same music and everything.
Yeah, but you can see the world and the characters have kind of changed, and they did try and make narrative in a film and character arcs, and I do quite respect that for a comedy. Like, normally comedies are the main character doesn't want to go out with a girl, and then at the end he marries her.
Yeah.
That's kind of normally what it is. So I thought it was quite good that they had a guy coming to terms with his homosexuality. One of them got to bang. Is it Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Yeah.
One got an Oscar. The other one accepted he was Australian. Yeah, I thought you never go full regard.
Yeah, that was
fun. It changes the meaning of Game of Thrones, doesn't it? Where the Lannisters send their regards.
Yeah.
By the way, Night of the Seven Kingdoms is a strong recommend from me.
Everyone keeps telling me how good it is.
I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it works. It works well. First 2 episodes are okay, and then it begins to sort of pick up speed, go along. I'm really enjoying it.
I've been told it's amazing, so I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, amazing's a bit strong, but it's really good, and it's It's just very simple fantasy.
Okay.
You know, good guys and bad guys.
That's what makes the best fantasy films, though. Like when it
Really?
is a simple
'Cause
story.
that's what Lord of the Rings is, and that's not what Game of Thrones is. And you prefer Game of Thrones?
I prefer. Well, I find Game of Thrones a little bit less convoluted than Lord of the Rings.
Convoluted? What? The films and Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, that whole story arc is a lot more complex than Game of Thrones.
Do you find really?
For me, it is anyway.
I mean, it's basically just a long walk, but it is like, but they get split up. I find that interesting because in the books it is much more convoluted than the films.
Yeah.
Like have you seen Return of the King?
Yeah, I think for Lord of the Rings films, for the visuals and everything and stuff like that, I'll never ever knock it. Loved it, but
I get annoyed with the mouthwash Army of the Dead in Return of the King. I've got to be honest.
Yeah,
it looks like an advert for Colgate.
But for me, Game of Thrones, it hits you a bit harder. For me, it's a bit more. I take it more seriously, even though.
I've got look. I'm not going to get upset because you don't like Lord of the Rings and you prefer Game of Thrones, but. What the point I was trying to make is that in Return of the King, there's a whole segment where Aragorn goes off and like releases the dead from like their prison. They come and fight for him.
Mm.
In the book, that he only tells you that happened. It's not it's not part of the narrative, and so you get all these scenes where they all meet up and they have a big chat about what's been happening, and you haven't seen them for like 8 or 9 chapters, and that is much more convoluted to me than what's going on, because you see it in the films and in the books. A lot of the interesting stuff happens off page.
I think with Lord of the Rings, the way when it explains about Sauron at the beginning, like the way he gets defeated. Yeah, the way he gets defeated by his finger just getting cut off and stuff. I didn't like that, and I always wondered whether he'd make a return, and he never does. So that's quite disappointing.
Yeah, do you like the mirroring that Frodo gets his finger bit off by Gollum?
Yeah, there was good mirroring, but I don't know why I wanted Sauron to kind of make a return.
Well, I mean, it's called Lord of the Rings, isn't it? And he's the Lord of the Rings. I've got to be honest. I've watched all of them again recently, and I've read the book, and I'm not as big a fan of the films as I used to be. I feel that they don't really handle Sauron particularly well. All this stuff like the eye on the tower and things.
Yeah.
That's all inventions for the film, and I think they work because they're visual. But Galadriel in particular, I don't think they quite know how to handle the prologue. I think is really good for the films, but compared to what the actual story is, Sauron touches the king of the men and sets him on fire.
Bloody hell! See,
he burns him alive and stuff.
But that's the thing, because it's a family film. They don't want to include that. Maybe a bit too.
Yeah, well, I think Lord of the Rings is a wonderful achievement as a film trilogy. I think that Tropic Thunder, I think in some ways is quite similar. That there's a period from I'll say 1998, because I think that might be The Matrix.
Yeah.
To Tropic Thunder, where we got films like we had Lord of the Rings, and we had things like Pirates of the Caribbean, and it really felt like we were getting really good, high quality films that sort of were quite positive. They had a positive outlook on the world, and. This is during things like the war on terror and stuff, and the world was actually quite a scary place. I'm not saying it isn't now, but it was more wide-eyed, the world back then.
Definitely more scary back then. It was definitely, for me, it was more scary back then.
Yeah, but I mean, the films that were being made felt more hopeful, and they also kind of they felt more like events, we've obviously had Avengers Endgame, which I don't think you can argue that that's one of the biggest events in cinema ever.
Yeah, for sure.
But with things like streaming and like also how long it takes for shows to come out now.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. It feels, maybe it's nostalgia, but it does fit. Like it does feel that like that was a different time, and you were getting different types of films being made. Like, so I'm not. I've got to be honest with you. There's a Lord of the Rings film coming out next year. I'm not. I don't care. I don't care. I don't need to see more of Peter Jackson's Middle Earth. I don't care for The Hunt for Gollum. There's not a single film I can think of that's coming out that I'm genuinely quite excited to go and see.
But the thing, this is what happens because it becomes a money spinner. They just keep churning out film after film, and you do get bored. You do.
Yeah, like what film coming out this year are you excited to see?
I want to see what they did with the second Batman, because obviously I saw the first one not too long ago. So I'm kind of intrigued to see what they're going to do with the next one. It's got Robert Pattinson as Batman. I wasn't.
Yeah, I've seen it. I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
I actually really like the Penguin TV show.
Yeah, everyone keeps telling me to watch it. Everyone keeps saying
it's good. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's good. Like you'll have a fun time watching it. Like Colin Farrell is incredible in it.
Okay.
Oh, Precinct 13, Bilal, John Carpenter. I have seen it. I love it. I actually quite like the 2005 version as well. I think it's got the girl from The Sopranos in it. I do really like the original Assault on Precinct 13 a lot. It's got really cool music in it, and it's. Have you seen that one, Tyrone?
No, I'll have to watch it.
It's. I've just been slamming The Hobbit, Chris, and talking about how I'm not excited to watch the Hunt for Gollum, because there's not a huge amount that you can say about Tropic Thunder. And we kind of watched it as a palate cleanser, as it were. But I do still really like Tropic Thunder. But yeah, like all the conflict in Tropic Thunder I think it's quite interesting. Like Tyrone,
I found it quite interesting at the end where he kind of thinks to himself, you know, I'm being something that I'm not, and he just takes off all the like wig, takes off all the
the weird eyes.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
The one bit I did really like in the film that made me laugh a lot is when Al Pacino is like taking the piss out of him for being Australian, and he talks about like a baby ate the dingo, a dingo ate the baby.
Yeah, and he starts calling calls him Crocodile Dundee as well.
Yeah, but he's like that's a true story. That happened. Like, don't joke about that. I found that like very amusing. Yeah, well, Chris, I mentioned this last week about no way anything like that gets made today. I've got a kind of Twitter friend who knows the writer of this, and he went for dinner with him. I say a couple of weeks ago. It's probably about a year ago now, and I asked him like what he thought of, you know, what they thought about it now. And I might actually at some point find this tweet because I think it might have been a public one. And like, I think they really were risky making this film, and I'd love them to be able to go back to taking these risks, but not risks where they risk kind of like hurting people. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think there's a really famous film. Like, who's that guy, Tyrone, who did the Dogma movement? Is it Lars von Trier's?
Dogma? I don't know.
You've never heard of Dogma? Dogma was like a late 90s European film movement where they wrote down this list of rules of how to make a film, and it's stuff like no rehearsals, like handheld cameras or something like that. And it produced films like ones with Bjork in, I can't remember the name of, and another one called Dogville, which I think had Nicole Kidman in it. But it was like a really sort of pretentious Danish art movement. And one of the films he made is called The Idiots, and all they did in The Idiots was pretend to be like full regards. And I think stuff like that actually is a little bit cruel. Like, it's I think that there's some things you can make fun of. Like, so with Robert Downey Jr. like doing blackface, as it were, in this film, it's not making fun of black people, it's making fun of actors. You know, it's a sort of different thing. It's like Ali G was never about making fun of like chavs from London. It was meant to be making fun of how people reacted to them. And, you know, it's different things. But I remember The Idiots was just making fun of idiots. Yeah, it was an uncomfortable watch, and I'm not a fan of the Dogma movement. I'm so surprised that you haven't heard of that thing. It was massive.
What about people? What would you do if there was like a group of actors who decided to do a comedy, but they had to white up instead? Would you watch it?
What, white chicks? Absolutely.
Yeah, that was all right. It was okay. White chicks. Again, I thought it was okay.
I thought Terry Crews was great in it, to be honest. I like a bit of Vanessa Carlton. No, I don't get upset about those kind of things. Like, I think I've said this before, but in terms of sort of like race swapping and things like that, there are things like Shaft who they have to be like black Americans. Do you know what I mean? Because it's sort of part of the character. But when, like, I don't mind racial stereotype comedy at all. Like, I really, really like Rush Hour, because going to Lord of the Rings, do you remember the elf and the dwarf in those films?
Yeah.
It is essentially the same as Rush Hour to me. It's where they start off doing negative stereotypes and then start treating people as individuals and things like that. And that's the sort of, I think that's a really sort of valid form of kind of getting humour and things out of it. Like, I don't have problems with using race or gender or sex, or like sexual orientation for humour. Because it's part of the human condition.
I just think for something like this, if you're going to take the risk, go the whole hog. Because when I was watching it, I thought he could have been a much darker complexion. It could have been a lot more.
I said, right, that's what you were thinking about. Is that the white actor wasn't black enough.
Yeah, I thought if you're gonna do it. Honestly, I thought to myself,
you wanted him South Sudanese.
If you're gonna do it properly, man. Come on, make it like, if you're gonna shock people or going for shock value, do it properly, innit?
Yeah, but I don't think that's what I think. It's like I think you're right. I think they are trying to shock people in it, but I think they are making a point, which is that actors are very annoying, and you are, Tyrone, as people, you're very annoying. Because you're pretentious, and that's it. Sort of taken to a ridiculous degree. You've got to remember as well, these things have got to make money. Like, you know what I mean? It's not. It's art, but it's also a commercial project. So you've got to be generating this cash, and you can't have him out there, you know, being a jive turkey.
It would make people laugh. I know for a fact people would have loved it, though. They would have laughed their asses off at it.
What if he'd done a proper racial stereotype of a black American?
Just go over the top, innit? Do it. Like, what's the worst that's gonna happen?
Well, you get cancelled, innit? Like, but properly. Like, you know, he's an Oscar-winning actor, I think, for Charlie Chaplin at that point. He was a druggie, though. I don't think I've ever heard that criticism of Tropic Thunder, that it wasn't racist enough. You needed a bit more in it. And, you know, as a racist, I agree. It's not racist. Yeah, disappointed. But I think like I think his performance is wicked, and I'd love a sequel to it with him and like Tom Cruise just going more over the top.
Yeah, it's mad that they've never done a sequel to it, but it didn't really do that well, did it?
Well, it depends, doesn't it? Because it's like it's one of these films that I think, for example, Brokeback Mountain probably didn't make a lot of money, but it really inserted maybe the wrong choice of words, but it really inserted itself into the public consciousness. And I think that Tropic Thunder is the same. It's something that has it's lasted a very long time.
Yeah.
It does. I think, yes. I think he does, Chris. I think that this is back when DVDs were fun. Because I can remember watching a commentary for, it might have been, I'm trying to remember, it was a Vince Vaughn film, it might have been something like Dodgeball, and they just all stayed in character for it and then left halfway through. It was where you had to sell DVDs to be profitable. So they actually used to try in DVD commentaries. And Bilal, I'm sorry, you've asked this 2 or 3 times. I haven't seen Norbit, I'm afraid. Have you seen Norbit, Tyrone?
No.
No? Not a fan of Eddie Murphy?
Not only his stand-up. Things like all the films that came out, I wasn't really a fan
Don't like Beverly Hills Cop?
It's okay.
Yeah? Not Goldfinger. What's that film I like that has fake purse ninjas at the end? Bowfinger.
Nah.
No? See, I don't like Eddie Murphy's stand-up that much.
I prefer him for his stand-up than the stuff he did in terms of the films and that.
Yeah. I mean, but then again, that was was it 80s America he was doing that stand-up?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. How am I going to relate to that? Do you know what I mean? I'm so tempted to do my Bad Bunny rant, but I'm going to hold it in. God, I hate him. Norbit. Right, but we're not fucking reviewing Norbit. I'm telling you that right now. I'm sure that it's a very funny film, but I don't like comedy in general. I can't. Can you remember the last comedy you saw?
I'm trying to. I watched Cable Guy a few days ago.
Yeah, but I mean that's from the mid '90s, Tyrone.
No, but I'm just saying. I'm talking about recently.
Yeah, but okay. When I say recent, I mean I don't mean in your personal timeline. I mean in 1990 is 30 years ago.
All right, last comedy. I'm trying to think now.
Oh, I've remembered what mine was. It was The Naked Gun.
I think the last thing. I think I saw the 39 Steps in the theatre. I loved it.
The 39 Steps is not a comedy.
It is a comedy.
No, it is not a comedy.
It is.
Richard Buchan's The 39 Steps.
It is hilarious.
You've got to get the title wrong. The 39 Steps is not a comedy. It's an action adventure.
It was performed as a comedy when I saw it. It was so funny.
Okay. Do you go to watch any farces or plays? Deliberate I suppose it's all Oscar Wilde stuff, isn't it? Comedy of manners kind of things. No?
I haven't been to the theatre for a while.
Scary Movie 6. Do you like scary movies?
I like the first one, and then I think when they started bringing in the sequels, it wasn't really my cup of tea because I don't know. They just run out of ideas.
I have to say, I don't know what scary movie it is, but it was one that was based on The Ring, and it started off with Pamela Anderson, how in Scream, there's a girl that gets killed in the first 5 minutes. Might be Drew Barrymore. But it was Pamela Anderson, and they were talking about, in The Ring, you watch videotape, and the girl comes out of the telly. Yeah?
Yeah.
It was, so this, was, they started describing this videotape, and she was like, oh, no, I haven't seen it. And then they started describing the sex tape that her and Tommy Lee made. And she's like, no, not that videotape. And I thought that was extremely funny. All right, Bilal, I'll tell you what, Bilal. If you watch Captain Blood, which is a film I really want us to review, it's from 1939, I'll watch Norbit. Right? Because I know that I can't get anyone to watch this, even though it's just been released on 4K Blu-ray. No one is, not even Tyrone, is going to watch Captain Blood.
Bloody hell, man.
1939, man. It's got Sir Basil Rathbone.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Like, he was the British fencing champion, and he's the greatest swords fighter of all time in cinema. It's unbelievable. You like all that bloody Star Wars, like Phantom Menace bollocks? Like Basil Rathbone was doing this in the 30s. Unbelievable. Oh, for fuck's sake! But right, I've thought Bilal wouldn't do that, but a gentleman's agreement is a gentleman's agreement. I've got to watch Norbert.
Yep, you do.
Fair enough. All right, I will. All right, I will swear a holy pact, Bilal. I will watch Norbert by the end of the year.
God, I'm not going to lie to you. I've never, ever been interested in watching Norbert.
Neither have I. It'd be like, I'd put it along the same kind of lines as something like Flubber with Robin Williams.
That's the worst. Oh, that's the worst film I've ever seen. I just switched it off. So
is it bad?
It's fucking shite. I'm sorry.
Well, someone told there's a film with Robin Williams called Bicentennial Man, which everyone said is shit. And I remember watching it on a Sunday morning, and it was incredible. I've never seen it since that day, but it was genuinely one of the best films I'd ever seen at that point. I must have been like 11. It was about a robot that became a boy. It was amazing.
Everyone's got their own taste.
Yeah. It's like I'm the only person that. What was that film we watched? Oh, Bubba Hotep.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm the only person that enjoys Bubba Hotep, even though it's a wicked film.
Yeah, Bilal didn't like that one.
No. Bilal struggled, I think, a little bit with some of our film choices at the beginning. And Amelie, I also think is. Like, I forgot how much of a girls' film Amelie was.
I liked it though.
I like film.
I like Audrey Tautou, so yeah, she was good.
Can you please call her Tattoo, mate? Like,
I've got to respect her. I've got to respect her name.
Nah. We should definitely do a tier list at some point for all the films we've watched.
Oh, 100%.
I think Made in Full is going right to the bottom.
Made in Full or Paid in Full?
Paid in Full, yeah. Made in Manhattan.
It's a much better film than you give it credit for.
It's not. Like, it's not. We'll talk. I mean, I'm really excited about TV show. I've got to be honest. Like, that will be like, I love my gritty urban drug TV shows. Like I have been watching this really good TV show, but it's in French. It's called Le Bureau. It's really good. Yeah, really, really good. It's about like French people trying to bring down the Assad regime in Syria.
Wow. Okay.
Like it's honestly, I've watched like 3 or 4 episodes. It's really good. I highly recommend that. When I finish season 1, I'll give you a full breakdown of if it's worth watching or not. But Night of the Seven Kingdoms would be my number 1 pick for you to watch at the moment because you like Game of Thrones.
I've got to send you a trailer for an Audrey Tautou film. It's she's with Chiwetel Ejiofor, the guy from 12 Years a Slave, and it's set in London and it's about organ trafficking. But she looks like she does a good role in that. I'll have to send it over.
It doesn't sound like I do like the guy with the unpronounceable name because he's in a sci-fi film called Serenity. And have you seen that?
No, but if you can't pronounce his name, just call him Chewie. It's easier.
Chewie, yeah. What's he up to these days? He's actually a very good actor, isn't he? He's a really good actor.
I haven't seen Chewie in anything for a while, but he is good.
Yeah. What's my boy from Attack the Block doing?
I'll be honest. Since the whole George Floyd thing, I've not seen him in anything at all.
He sabotaged himself, didn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Did you ever run into him on the scene?
I never did.
Just go straight to films?
I would if I'd been around the same circle. I would have, but I never saw him. But
did you not like try and get in things like Attack the Block?
I didn't have an agent back then.
And it's like the British film industry is just fucking dead at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like nothing. Like Nothing's getting made. We've just built all that stuff at Pinewood, and we're just giving it to Tom Cruise to just churn out Mission Impossibles. It's such a shame. I wish we could go back to the 90s where we're making really cool stuff. Like, do you remember things like Train Spotting and Shallow Grave?
Train Spotting was a dark film. That was a crazy film.
Yeah, but do you remember how exciting it was? That, like, we had all this music going on, like sort of Blur and Oasis. England nearly won the Euros, and we were like pumping out pretty good films. Like, I was really young, but it seemed like I must have been like 8 or 9. But it just seemed like it was a really exciting time.
I think the first film that had a big impact on me as a kid was Shawshank Redemption. I thought, wow, I couldn't believe it was.
I bet you didn't see it in the cinema, though.
No, me and my nan watched it at home.
I've never met anyone who's seen it in the cinema.
Yeah, I watched it on TV, but it was so good. I thought, this film's... When he gets out of prison as well, that bit at the end, I thought, wow.
Yeah. I mean, if you asked me what my favourite film was, obviously it changes, but Shawshank is always 1 or 2.
Yeah, I've seen Detroit, but are very good.
Detroit. Is that about the girls that go to a party and then everyone gets put on trial for rape or something?
No, it's about a dodgy cop in Detroit that's killing people, or killing black people. He's a racist cop, but he never gets done for it.
I haven't even heard of that.
It's a good
we probably do have. I've got to watch Crash at some point on your list. I hate American race-driven films.
It's all right.
Genuinely, oh God, do me a favour. Like, is that all they bloody make?
It's a good film.
I'm sure it is a good film, and it's got a good cast and stuff. But I'm so sick of American racial politics. Like, give me East is East. Give me a good British film.
Oh, that's a good film. I loved that when I was a kid as well. East is East.
I really like East is East as well. I think it's really good.
Yeah. Not a bad language in there, though.
Is there?
Yeah.
Do you know the one I thought was pretty bollocks? Was Bend It Like Beckham. I don't.
Yeah, I hated that film. Sorry, I couldn't stand it.
No, I do like that. Like, Keira Knightley's obviously a bit of a favourite, and she's very Jack Grealish in that film. But I never understood why that film kind of captured everything. Like, things like the Full Monty were fucking wicked as well, because they were so depressingly bleak, but with a bit of heart in them and stuff. And that I like that. I don't like another American film about race. I hate being lectured to, and it's boring.
Did you like Layer Cake?
I've never seen it.
Oh wow, that's not a bad film. It's not bad at all.
Maybe we could add that to the list. But I think, are we doing a war film next week?
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
I'm trying to think. What one should I give you?
Well, we've got Platoon, Apocalypse Now, and is Heart of Darkness on the list?
I think Fury wasn't Fury on there.
Yeah, but I mean, Fury, it's a serious film next week, isn't it? And Fury's a bit more. Is Fury compared to Apocalypse Now and Platoon? It's a different level, isn't it?
No, it's just as serious. It's just as serious.
Well, do you want to do Fury next week then?
No, I was going to give you a subtitle thing. I was going to give you All Quiet on the Western Front. It's from the German perspective.
Yeah, definitely. I'll take All Quiet on the Western Front. Do you know the year?
I'm not sure. Let me double check right now.
Do you want to hear my noisy keyboard? All Quiet on the Western Front. Because, there's one from 2022. I imagine it's not that version.
It's that one. It's 2022, yeah.
Right, so it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it's 147 minutes long.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy that one.
Oh, I'm perfectly happy to watch this. I was just hoping that it was an old film.
Oh, it won a lot of awards. This is very good for me in terms of war films. A good 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, no. Obviously, look. Even if I wasn't happy to watch it, we're going to watch it because that's the point. Yeah, definitely happy to watch this.
It's always
okay.
To see it from the German side for me was very interesting because all the war films I'd seen were from our side or the American side.
Maybe we could fit in Europa then after that. That is about a Jew in Germany who becomes part of the Gestapo.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. Do that.
It's proper old though. Like I think it's proper. No, it's not. It's 1991.
All right, cool.
Which is obviously very old. But yeah, maybe we could do Europa then at some point. The thing is, though, is because we've got like sort of Chris and Bilal and things like that, I always sort of worry that we're giving not pretentious films, but we're giving difficult films. Do you know what I mean? Like, who wants to sit there? Like, I don't want to watch American race films. I can imagine people don't want to watch fucking Nazi World War II films.
Yeah.
Do you know? Nice, Bilal. I'm a fan of that. Well, Chris, have you seen Society of Snow? Yes. I've heard that's very good, but I've seen it live, and I've flown across where they crashed and stuff, and I don't like it because it's like one of my little fourboils is if something is a true story, it really puts me off. Like, for example, even in Titanic, I get a bit upset when do you know that bit where they're all bouncing off propellers?
What, in Titanic?
Yeah, because it actually happened. It's like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life is where that bloke turns into a pizza in Chernobyl.
I think the worst thing about Titanic for me was, that there's loads of people asleep in the lower decks that aren't going to get out. That's sad.
Yeah. It's like if you watch something like, I don't know, what's a good analog? Like the Poseidon Adventure, right? It's just made up. It doesn't matter. It's like Aliens, it's something comes out of someone's tummy, metaphor for male pregnancy, whatever. But when something has actually happened, it upsets me. It's why I can't go anywhere near like the Savile stuff. Like I don't know if I can watch the Bone Temple.
Society of Snow, though, I'm gonna have to watch that. Yeah, it sounds like such an interesting film. I have to watch it.
Do you not know the story?
Vaguely, but the thing is, there's been so many plane crashes in history where people have had to survive that way. So I'll have to watch.
Yeah,
to watch it.
Yeah, I can't watch the films about Munich and United.
I get a bit too emotional if I'm honest.
Yeah, do you know, right? That feeling for me when it's actually happened in real life, it really gets to me. Like, and when I say real life, I don't mean things like the exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yeah,
which is based on or like paid in full. Sorry, like things that are based on a true story that are quite clearly bollocks. I don't mind, but when it's about just innocent people dying and things, it's why I don't watch war films. Like like with Vietnam and stuff, those were actually just poor yokels from America getting sent out to die for no real reason.
No, I think the reason I'm kind of captivated, because I think I almost went that way. It was something I was thinking about doing a long time ago.
What, going army?
Yeah, going into the up. So I kind of like,
you are a Middlesbrough boy at heart, aren't you?
You know, the fact that you kind of get taught how to, you're independent, learn how to load a weapon, all that sort
be the best you can be.
It's so cool. So I was always like captivated by violence essentially, and the people that fought for this country. It's interesting.
Well, for me, it's the fitness and the discipline.
Exactly.
Like, I would, if there was no wars, I would be a career army person. I love it. I love dressing up. I love running about. I love discipline, competitiveness. I'd be right into it. But the fact that people might shoot at you at some stage is what really puts me off.
You'd be a good captain. Come on, man. Get into it. Get that uniform.
You know, like those people who are like sort of drinking wine and having croissants, and they're pushing like pictures of tanks around a map in like Napoleon times.
Yeah.
That's what I'd have been good at. In the mud, bullets going off, legs everywhere, not a chance.
Yeah.
That's not my element.
I've got a lot of respect for them people, man. It's a horrible job.
Yeah, like good on them.
Yeah,
like I'm very pleased that other people are doing that, and I'm not. I reckon I'd probably be quite good at it, though. I reckon in the end, get stuck in.
Yeah, but I think you would have been in the Royal Marines probably more so than I mean.
Yeah, well, obviously.
I don't mean to blow. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass, but yeah.
Yeah, but I'd be like, the thing is I'm not a very good swimmer, Tyrone. So I don't know. I can barely swim.
Oh no, you're not getting into the Marines then.
Yeah, but I mean, how are they fighting battles underwater?
No, but I think there's a test. I think you have to be able to breathe for a certain amount of time underwater. I think that's one of the
I've got massive tits, so that won't be a problem. I've got a huge lung capacity.
Okay.
Like when we were doing pre-season, like they used to like make us like breathe into like proper like medical things, and I was always top of it. I've got it's why I'm an extremely good long distance runner. Like I'm terrible like over 20 yards. Like I mean obviously compared to like, no offense lads, but compared to YouTube chat, I'd probably be quite fast. But against other people that are competing, at decent levels in sport, I'm really slow.
But what were they were talking about? So I remembered, I think it was Derek Chisora was talking about watching Alexander Usyk train. He said, I've never seen a man do what he did.
He's so fast.
Not just that, but he was swimming.
Speed.
He was swimming in this freezing cold lake, and he was underwater for 13 minutes. That's his lung capacity.
13 minutes?
Yeah.
Underwater?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, Usyk is he's an unbelievable athlete. Mm. Like, the sort of, the pressure, like, those pressure fighters in boxing?
Yeah.
Like, that just don't give you any. It's like a gegenpress or something. You don't have time to sort of breathe and think and stuff. The stamina to do that is amazing. So I think I'm pretty fit, but after 2 rounds of like even just like like mess about boxing, like shadow boxing in the gym basically, I can't. Like as a martial artist, like what is the cardio like? It's just insane.
Well, I've just recently started going back to Muay Thai, and I'm struggling compared to what I was doing before.
Yeah, is that like? Do you get like people who are in like the martial arts past like 35? Or is the fitness just too?
No, you do. But like, if we're talking UFC, when you get into your late 30s, that's when you should be winding down, looking to retire.
Yeah, no, but look, professional fighting is different because you're going to stay in the game longer, especially with like what's going on in Saudi and stuff because of the money. But I mean, like in terms of sort of boxing and stuff like that, on the amateur scene, people are pretty like it's like football. People are dropping out around 30, 34, 35, going straight to vets because it's too difficult to not remain fit, but to sort of recover.
Yeah, it's not being able to do it; it's the recovery. It takes your body longer to recover.
That's what I'm struggling with in like senior men's football at the moment. I'm struggling. Like recovery is becoming more and more of an issue.
Like if I do Muay Thai on a Tuesday, I I think it takes a couple of days for my body to recover.
Oh God, is it like? Yeah. Like today when I woke up, like I sounded like an old car starting up with all my bones cracking and it was awful. Like is it like that for you as well?
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks, doesn't it? I can't play senior. I can't play vets football till I'm over 40. I'm just not having it.
Come on, man, you're ready for vets.
Not having it. Right, sorry, there's been some comments while I've been wittering. Right, Chris says, no, I was going to get inspired by this to watch more films. Yeah, but it is difficult because there are films you know that you should watch. Right, I know that I should watch Kubrick films. I've only ever seen one, and it was because of this show. It is because, I mean, to be honest, I'm much more likely to put a shit film on than a good film.
You were spellbound. You were spellbound by 2001.
Yeah, I don't even think that's a film. I think it's a visual poem.
Yeah,
it's different. It's like the metaphor is right there. It's not hidden. It's really. I'm now 100% behind people who think that the moon landings were fakes based off just watching that film. I get it now.
Yeah.
Bilal, of all the characters we've seen so far, which one would make a good Manchester United manager? What, from every film? My first thought is Amelie. Because she just like has ridiculous solutions to problems.
I'm going HAL 9000 because of his data analytics.
That's such a cop out. Well, I suppose, what do you want in a manager? You want someone who's good with people, that can improvise, that can handle adversity. Oh, well, that's Roberto Benuccio in Life is Beautiful. I tell you who I would have got earlier in the season is Richard Parker. And I'd have stuck him in the dressing room and said, get stuck in. Yeah, I think Richard Parker. Bilal.
The only good thing about that film is the shot of the tiger in the cage. That's the most impressive thing in the whole thing for me.
Oh, John America. That's from The Rainbow and the Serpent, isn't it? John America.
Ah, yes. Mr. Allen.
That is. Do you know what? I was thinking about that scene the other day about like whenever Tyrone like gives me jip for watching a film that is just a bit too ridiculous, I'm going to bring up the time where John America turned into a panther to fight a voodoo priest. Which is I can't tell you how excited I was when that happened. I love that level of idiocy.
I knew you'd like that film.
Yeah, honestly, in terms of sort of like horror films, I'd love us to go back to those kind of films where it's like it reminds me a lot of Alien. Now I think about it, where like Alien is a bit like a sort of a sort of documentary for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Of like a new creature. And I think it's really interesting that like that film was probably, I mean, certainly at the time, that would have been the most in-depth documentary on voodoo.
Yeah.
You know, because you then go to things like The Skeleton Key.
Skeleton Key was crazy.
Yeah, did you? Is that what would you say is the sort of most surprise, the best surprise you've had from doing this in terms of a film you never watched that you thought was, wow, that was really good?
I like the twist at the end of The Skeleton Key when we see that it's them two, it's the man and that woman. Who've been manipulating in events from the beginning of the time. Because I didn't see that coming at all. It took me by surprise.
I didn't see it coming when I first saw it. It's generally one of the best twists in cinema, I think.
Yeah, I don't think that film gets the credit. I don't think it gets that much credit, unfortunately. But it was very good.
Still think Get Out is a bit of a steal from
a rip-off. Yeah, like a rip-off.
Yeah, like, and I don't like because have you seen Nope?
No, but I
really like Nope. But the guy who did the Skeleton, is it Jordan Peele?
Not Skeleton. I think he did Get Out.
That's what I mean. Get Out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't think he's done anything decent. Like from Nope. Like they did one recently, which is about a quarterback or something who gets involved in a secret society. I haven't seen it, but it's meant to be dreadful. And I thought Us is one of the worst fucking films I've seen for years.
Yeah.
But that's
It's
probably
mad.
just American racial stuff again, and I just can't be asked.
The problem is, though, this is the thing, bath time. A lot of people buy into that bollocks and they'll sit and watch it and indulge it. It's not really for me, but
What the race stuff?
yeah, they'll just indulge it. They'll get the popcorn out and they'll sit and watch it for 2 or 3 hours and really get off on it. But for me, it's just it's not.
What do you mean get off on it?
Just like sit down, get emotional, get themselves upset, and just like feel all these emotions again. Whereas me, any film that can make you feel upset or wound up watching isn't worth watching. So I just don't bother with it.
I don't know. Like I think it's got its place. I know what you mean because there's a difference, right, between being aroused in terms of like the technical meaning of aroused, which is like you can feel joyous, you can feel this, you can feel that. Like cathartism or whatever the noun is for cathartic is about going through loads of emotions and then feeling a kind of resolution at the end, right? So something like The Shawshank Redemption is cathartic.
Yeah.
Because he gets out and there's a sort of happy ending. I think that there's a place for it, but what you're describing sounds to me a bit more like kind of pornography. Like, like misery porn or torture porn or something like that. Is that kind of what you mean? And
it's just what's the point? Like, if it's going to make you feel a certain way, just don't watch it.
Yeah, are you talking about like black audiences like watching it or like white liberals?
Both, really, because it's like
yeah.
It's one of the reasons, like when I watched 12 Years a Slave, my mate, it was an uncomfortable watch, but I thought in the end you think to yourself, what is this doing for you watching it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not doing
it. I kind of agree because obviously I'm not a black American, and like it is. I'm much more connected to like the tribes in Chile. I've got to be honest, like the Mapuche and stuff like that. I understand that situation, but when I watch these films, I don't like the fact that there's implicit white guilt in what I'm watching. And do you know what I mean? I feel that I'm being told how to sort of think about something that has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
And I also feel that I have to be performative about my reactions to them, which is why. Do you remember like when I was so mad with like Sinners and Paid in Full? Because I just felt that it was bollocks.
My main problem with Sinners is you're looking at two brothers and they're,
exactly the same.
Yeah. So
we need the craze with Tom Hardy to really spice it up.
Now that's the thing. So you see a man playing two characters. That's how you do it properly. Two completely different characters. Whereas Sinners, he's just the same guy. It was so. Jack O'Connell's the best thing in the whole film. Doesn't get mentioned.
Yeah, he's in the Bone Temple. That's a weird name, isn't it, for a film? The Bone Temple. Like, maybe I'm being a bit puerile, but.
Oh, one film I ended up watching by accident that I really enjoyed.
Usual Suspects.
City of God. Oh yeah, and City of God for me. But yeah, Usual Suspects as well. I wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, I knew City of God was going to be good when I watched it. And do you know what I mean? It had like so much buzz that I was excited to see it. It's got to be an airplane film for me. I'm trying to think. Surely, like Isn't that Watching by Accident is an airplane film, I suppose? I don't know. I enjoyed Bicentennial Man. There's a film that is really shit that I love called Solomon Grundy.
Oh,
have you heard of it?
Yeah, I haven't watched it though.
I've talked about it before. It's about a Puritan in England, like who fights the devil. And it is exactly the sort of film that I normally wouldn't like at all. Like it's a very stupid kind of like superhero film, but in the past, and it's genuinely brilliant. It's got the Hound from Game of Thrones in it and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I maybe when we really get into the dregs of films and stuff like that, I'll put Solomon Grundy on the list. But it's genuinely a film that I think is brilliantly made, has got a really, really good story. It's got Pete Postlethwaite, who's a favourite of mine.
Okay.
As he dies in that as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed that film. Oh, have you seen The Bone Temple, Bilal? Without giving any spoilers, how important is Jimmy Savile to that film? Because yeah, like, you know, we're talking about how you like things that really happened. I can't believe that they got a gang of Jimmy Saviles running about, man, like the Power Rangers.
Bloody hell.
Have you seen like the 28 Years Later?
No, I've not even seen the first films that came after it. But what came before it, rather.
Do you not like zombie films?
Nah, not particularly, to be honest.
I'm trying to think. There is, like, in terms of good zombie films that aren't like, you know, people getting their heads chewed off. There is one which is very similar to The Last of Us called The Girl with All the Gifts.
Okay.
That's a decent film. I might consider adding that to the list. But I don't know if you get this, but there's films I think of that might be good, and yet I can't actually remember if they're good, and I don't want to be embarrassed putting them on, and actually it's pretty shit.
You know what film I never found interesting? The Mummy. Did you like the Mummy franchise?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, not
well, I like Indiana Jones, innit?
Yeah.
I do really like the Mummy film. I like the first and second one a lot. I think is the third one the one with the terrible CGI of The Rock.
It might be. Yeah, I think so. Scorpion.
Yeah, no. Like, I'll also add wrestlers to films that I won't watch with things in. I won't watch films with wrestlers in.
Unless it's Batista.
Yeah, unless... Or John Cena, maybe, by now, is a decent actor. But if I see a film that has a rapper and a wrestler in it, you're going to have to wrestle me to make me watch that film.
Didn't you like The Rock?
No.
He's good in... what's that film called? The martial arts one. Where he plays the UFC guy. I can't remember what it's called. Is it
decent? Is it called The Smashing Machine?
Yeah, he's not bad in that. He's good in
that. Yeah, look, that's how I consider it. The Rock is a legitimate actor now, right? No problems with it. But if it's like, if there's a film from 1997 starring The Undertaker and Nas, I'm not watching it.
Or Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's utterly ridiculous that we've got so many good theatre stage actors around, and you've got fucking rock and rappers and things in films that don't have any training. It's insulting to me.
He's improved, though, The Rock. I'll give it him. He's improved a lot over the years.
Has Pitbull ever acted? No. I don't think so, but yes, if Pitbull was in a film, Bilal, I would definitely watch it. Pitbull is genuinely the funniest person on the planet to me. Like, put him in Fast. I've never seen a Fast and Furious film. Put him in that, and I'll watch one.
Neither have I. I can't get into them. I've never been interested in that stuff.
I think like Ludacris goes to space in one of them, which does sound quite interesting.
Fuck that.
Like, I bet you they're really good.
Nah.
Like, you can't have like 10 films with that budget that make that amount of money and for them not to be enjoyable.
I think if you've got like a love of fast cars and stuff like that, and you like to go to drag races, then maybe. But for me, no.
But I bet you that they're just superhero films now.
Maybe.
Like, I don't know. Oh, They Live, Chris. They Live is a really, really weird film. It's about a guy who can see like a different dimension. Okay. And I think that the main actor was a wrestler. I'm not too sure. I've never actually seen They Live because I see enough strange stuff, to be honest. But it's one of those. It's like a real sort of cult classic, and I find cult classics to end up being pretty disappointing when I watch them in the end.
Oh.
No, I think that they're products of their time. A lot of these cult classics, like something like The Thing, I think is pretty timeless.
It's
right?
So bloody good, man. That film is amazing, so good.
Yeah, you please. Is that one of the highlights of this?
Oh podcast? Yeah, definitely. The Thing was brilliant. And yeah, it's a shame we've both seen Warriors. That would have been a good one to choose. Love that.
Oh, Warriors, man! Do you know what we should do? Instead of reviewing the Odyssey, we should just review the Warriors instead, because that is the same fucking story.
Yeah,
and it'll be a lot better.
Yeah, the Warriors is so cool.
Yeah, is it one of the gangs is called the Lazarus? Is it another Lizzies?
The Lizzies. The Lizzies.
I've really want to see a film of the Warriors in London. I think it would be wicked. Like just a guy, like imagine going from like southeast London to like, you know, the West End or something.
Yeah,
going past all the gangs and things. It just seems so obvious. I don't understand why it hasn't been made.
I know.
Do you know? I mean, imagine the night bus in the Warriors.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Can you imagine that? Like, there's just a gang of people listening to music too loudly without headphones, and then they're all ninjas, and we've got to fight them.
Yeah. God.
Like, isn't it crazy? There's so many like films that we could do so easily in this country, and yet we never make them.
You know, a Warriors type film about like a little gang from South London who go and meet up with all the others for a truce, and then have to make.
I'll tell you what, we'll talk about that at some stage, because I'm already beginning to see a story forming in my head.
Mm.
Do you know what I do? Right, I do it like this. I'd get a guy who has gone to university, right, from London, and he's not fitting in at university, and he's got a brother, and he goes back to London, like, you know, like, so there's two different worlds. There's like the version of him at university, and there's a version of him at London, right? And his brother has got in trouble, and it's one night, and he's got to get his brother out of trouble. And then when he goes back to university, he's kind of like mastered that side of himself and the side of himself he wants to be. But it's just one night of him and his brother legging it around London, fighting people. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Should we try? I tell you what, we'll talk about that at another point, because look, we've got Tyrone. We've got to face it. We have to be the British film industry. No one else is fucking doing it. It's got to be us.
No one's doing anything.
No. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start an AI channel.
Nice.
I am genuinely. Yeah. I'm going to start making like adaptations from Lord of the Rings that I want to see, and I'm going to see if I can do it with AI.
The thing is, you're going to be able to do it with AI. I'm convinced of that.
Oh, mate, I was looking at some of the stuff that they can make today with AI, and it is shocking. Like, it is, because, you know, like what we sort of see is mainly like cats surfing and things that are obviously fake.
Yeah.
I've been seeing stuff today of a new model that got released in the last couple of days, and what it can do is incredible.
Really?
Yeah, Chris, I was actually going to speak to you about this when we do something next, where I think I'm going to try and adapt Arendil versus Ancalagon, which is for those of you who are complete Philistines and don't know anything about Middle Earth. Basically, it's a bloke on a boat with a star who fights a dragon the size of Europe.
Bloody hell.
The Laufey is good at AI. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. In all seriousness, that could have fooled many people what he did. That was fucking scary.
What? When he's pretending to be Sydney?
Yeah, that could have fooled. That would fool 99%, 95% of people be fooled.
I've got to be honest. It didn't fool me, and I know it didn't fool Bilal, but that's because we were like primed for it. Like, do you know what I mean? If Sydney had just come in to a random chat, I'd have been, yeah, you're right. It would have got me. But when he was showing the footage from Anfield with the brother, and it was filmed off the telly, I'm not falling for that. Do you know what I mean? I've seen Save the Last Dance. That's not happening. Are you up for this, Chris? Because I've actually I don't know how much you guys pay attention to new technology, but I've been telling Tyrone about this for a while. There's something called OpenClaw /ClaudeBot. Have any of you heard of this yet? Tyrone, that was that thing. Do you remember when I showed you that they built? Oh, do you want to see my new version of it?
Yeah.
I'll fire it up because she's built me. Do you remember what it was last time I showed it to you?
Yeah.
I'll just check that there's nothing that will dox me in it, but I'll fire it up and show you what my my AI has built me. But there's this new thing. You'll be able to find it very quickly on Twitter, and it is essentially the start of Skynet, where there's a new program that can live on your computer called ClaudeBot, and OpenClaw, sorry. And it basically runs little AI agents and stuff. But this one actually kind of works. And people will tell it to do stuff like build me a project, surprise me. And one of the projects it's built is you should. The new one, Chris, is, I think it's called Klein 3.0. But all right. So what that is you're not running that locally. You're running that over an API, aren't you? I run things locally. Local things for local people. I'm from the Shire, but yeah. So anyway, these people got their AI to just start doing stuff. A lot of it was really impressive. One of the things that the AI did is it built Reddit just for AI. Wow! And the stuff that the AIs are doing is ridiculous. They've made their own language so that humans can't see it anymore. They're planning to sue a human. They made their own religion. They've got plans to take over the world. That is called Maltbot. And I'm going to tell you straight away, a lot of it is performative. Okay, I don't believe the AI. I think that there's a bit of a scam going on here. But you will. If any of you hear about OpenClaw, I would love to know when you hear about it, because I like technology.
You know what, though? I honestly think the stuff that you've showed me, I guarantee, will probably come out in 6 months and everyone will be going crazy about it. I think you're quite early. You're one of the people that's probably seen it before others do.
Yeah, that's basically... I'm just firing up Brittany now. That's basically what I'm asking, because this only came out, I would say 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and I was showing it to Tyrone and things. So it's very interesting, and I've been thinking about an AI project for a little bit of time. It's like, for example, with our films, neither of us can draw, so we need a storyboard program. So we're going to have to build one. And can you code? I can't. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to get an AI to do it for me, and they can actually do it now. So let me just tell. Okay, she's up and running. Just let me just look at this to make sure that there's nothing here I don't want anyone to see. All right, I'll share my screen and show you what she's built. Is it working?
Yeah, I'm just adding it now.
Yeah, check this out. This is what she's done since last week. Isn't that cool?
Tasks, projects, skills, abilities.
Yeah, so these are all the projects and stuff. This is all the stuff that she can do. Like, I haven't built this. I asked my AI to build me something, and it built me all of this.
Wow.
And I asked her to, what's something that you would be interested in? I deleted a lot of stuff. There should be some Lord of the Rings stuff here somewhere. But yeah, like all this sort of stuff. Like I just ask her to do this, and she just goes off and does it. Like I haven't written any of this. She just did it all herself.
Wow.
And built the website for me. Like, look, you can open things up and stuff like that. And do all this kind of stuff. And like literally, this is a free program.
So you've got like a website now as well.
Well, this is this is running locally on my computer. She built a server and is sending it to it and things. But I can ask her to just do stuff and she'll do it. So, like for example, at some point, here we go. Here's the Lord of the Rings stuff. Like, look at that. She researched for 2 hours by herself.
Wow.
And came back with like all this kind of stuff. So what I was thinking about doing, I'll stop sharing now. What I was thinking about doing was maybe building us an AI guest. So I could get her to like, I could get her to clone, I don't know, Al Pacino. And we just have Al Pacino on the show with us. Right, Bilal, I'll give you a bit of Darius Law. I'm not happy with Sarah at the moment because I'm beginning to thin up top. I'm receding now, and I reckon that in 6 months it will be quite noticeable. So I started looking at Turkey and prices, and I got a bit carried away and had about $9,000 of cosmetic surgery, like going. And she was not very nice to me when I showed it to her, and she said some very upsetting things about my vanity. But yeah, I think a hair transplant might be coming quite soon.
You don't need a hair transplant. If you get PRP,
I need a top up.
No, but if you get PRP therapy, it will thicken.
The fuck is PRP therapy?
Platelet-rich plasma. They take the blood and they inject it into the bald spot.
Oh, blood doping.
Yeah. So you can do
I've
that.
always been interested in blood doping.
So yeah, just do PRP. There's no need to go drastic on a hair transplant.
Well, I want to get my teeth done as well. Like not turkey teeth, but I just think that the amount of money I spend at the dentist, because I mean, when was the last time you went to the dentist?
About 6 months ago.
All right. I go every 6 months. It costs me an absolute fucking fortune. And it's, I brush my teeth, all that kind of stuff. But I was thinking maybe I'll just go and spend $2,000 or something and get it done.
What do you want to get? What, just to get them whitened or something?
No, not just to get them whitened. I just want them in 100% condition, looking nice. And you just can't get that on the NHS properly.
Well, they won't touch you. The dentist won't touch if they know you've been there. So just keep it on the low.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If something goes wrong in Turkey, you're fucked. So be careful.
Even if I've got Bupa?
You've got to be careful, basically. I don't know about Bupa.
Maybe. It's just like I'm very. You know how much I value on looking good. I'm really tempted by a lot of cosmetic surgery. I think one thing I am going to get is corrective eye surgery.
I've always been nervous about the laser, but
yeah, apparently you can smell it. Like when you can smell your eye burning.
Oh, fuck that.
Like, I need, I'm beginning to need like stronger prescriptions and things like that and stuff. And I don't want to be wearing glasses all the time.
With the hair transplant, I was thinking, why not just save money and then just shave your head like Rich does?
Well, I do shave my head.
What? 0.5?
2.
Oh, 2.
I want to look mean on a football pitch.
Oh, see, maybe that's another reason. You're cutting your hair too often.
Yeah, I don't think that's really what affects it. But I mean, the other thing is I also once had a plan where I just wear wigs.
Well, I thought you had long hair and pigtails. To be honest.
Yeah. Obviously. what I look like. Oh, Chris, have you had some of this blood doping done as well? Nah, I didn't know. See, I'm not accepting it. It's 2026. You can, if you don't want to be bold, you don't have to be bold.
Well, I think it's genetics. I think because a lot of people get a hair transplant, it doesn't work for them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's genetics.
I just look at the one Rooney got, and I'm like, that is amazing. Or Conte.
The one
that's amazing.
Salah's one's impressive. I'll give him that. Salah.
Yeah,
and Mazraoui.
Has Mazraoui had one as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Yeah, but the thing is that like in this economy, I really shouldn't be spunking money on hair. Rick's very tired after the Super Bowl. Oh God, I hate Bad Bunny so much. Do you know what it is? Right, is that my family are from a place called Asturias, which is in the north of Spain. Right, so it's the best part of Spain. I'm not claiming to be Spanish, right? I've lived there. I've paid taxes. I've worked in Spain, all that kind of stuff. But I'm British. I'm not Spanish. But they hate Bad Bunny in the town that I lived in because he went there about 12 years ago, and he went to a nail salon that is just for girls and demanded to have his nails painted. And they went, mate, look, go somewhere else. This is, it's like going to a female gym. You're not allowed here. Yeah. And he spent about 6 months making a massive fuss on it on Twitter, saying that everyone there was homophobic and stuff, even though he's not gay. I can't. They all hate him in the town. And then I saw the Super Bowl last night with that dog shit performance where he does what all fucking Americans do and claims that everyone in South America is the same when they're not. Do you know what I mean? It's like claiming every European is the same, but it's Americans pretending to be South American. Drives me mental.
You should let it out.
I know, it's just I absolutely bloody hate it. What the fuck is someone whose grandfather is Puerto Rican got to do with someone from Chile?
Yeah, nothing.
Do you know what I mean? And they all put us together. I say us. They all put them together, like under one banner and things like that, and try and make a political point. It just, I absolutely hate how Americans do this with race. And I'm sorry if you're American and you're listening to this, and it's a very Eurocentric view, I guess, but it drives me up the wall. And Bad Bunny in particular is someone I don't like.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah, dog shit music as well.
He's not worth a carrot.
Yeah, they should have had Chaz and Dave showing them real culture. It's crazy. It's also having the whole thing in Spanish. Very self-indulgent, I felt.
Bad Bunny.
Aesthetically, the performance was all right. I don't know. I don't like. The thing is, Bilal, one of the reasons that I'm quite irate about it, because it's something I shouldn't really care about, but I'm really worried for what the World Cup's going to be like in America, and I don't want it getting spoiled. And I think it is going to be spoiled by this kind of performative political propaganda, virtue signalling, like. I mean, imagine if England are playing, right? And you're 1-0 down at half time and fucking Ricky Martin comes out for 15 minutes living La Vida Loca. I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, I'm not a fan. Ricky Martin actually was one of the best things about the halftime show. I like Ricky Martin. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. And you told me you've never seen a Super Bowl show.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
No? Did you like it when we were in Cup finals and we used to release singles?
No.
That's something I'd want. I'd really like that to come back. To be honest,
I remember, I know some people enjoyed it, like John Barnes rapping and England doing.
Imagine little Ahmad having a rap.
For God's sake,
It would be amazing. Or imagine Harry Maguire singing Nessun Dorma or something. I would love them to bring that back. I hope that the England World Cup song is good.
Speaking of United, though, I can't believe how well we're playing. I hope it continues.
Yeah, I'm really, really impressed. I genuinely have now deluded myself so much that if we had sacked Admiral after Grimsby, I think we could win the league.
So do I. I don't think we're deluded. I think we're telling the truth.
I know we're deluded. Wait till tomorrow night. Oh, by the way, next Monday, are we playing Everton next Monday? But we're playing a week today, so there won't be a show on that Monday. Are you right for Tuesday?
I'm not sure yet. I'll have to double check and get back to you on that. But we'll play out. We'll definitely play out.
Martinez doing Ricky Martin. I'd like. Who would you if you had to pick 5 United players to sing a song? Who are you going to pick?
Do they have to be currently in the squad, or can it be past players?
No, it has to be current players.
5 United players to sing a song,
and they've got to be so you've got to have Licha Martinez as Ricky Martin.
Licha Martinez
as who?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think. We don't have enough bald people in our team. It annoys me. Have we got any white gold bald people for Pitbull? Or is it literally just Mbuemo?
It's probably just Mbuemo.
Mbuemo. Right, Mbuemo has to be Mbappe then.
Oh, for God's sake.
Not Mbappe. What am I talking about? It's be Pitbull. Right.
Ahmad can be our Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. Ahmad. Yeah. Small and breedable. Yeah. Right.
I think we're so harsh on him sometimes, but you see, when I'm watching him play, right, the way he wins the ball back, that is so underrated. He helps out.
He's got a Salah-like ability to win 1v1s. I agree. I've always said that about him. I don't think he's got a brain. That's the problem. I think that there are players that will be all right 6 or 7 games out of 10, like Martinez, like Ahmad. I don't think they're good enough to win you a league. I don't think Ahmad gets anywhere near a Premier League winning team.
He's a good squad. He'll always be a good squad player for us.
Yeah. And the thing is he's a lovely lad. He is a bit weird, but he's a lovely lad and stuff. And I love how he just, anytime someone celebrates a goal, Ahmad is next to him like a mini me joining in. But I just don't think that I think that his development is a little bit too stunted for the age that he's at. Is he 24 now?
Yeah, 23, 24.
Yeah, he hasn't played enough football. He doesn't have enough experience. At 24 or 25, you should be if you're proper good, you should be hitting your top levels in those positions. And I don't see it happening. I know he's a very popular player, but I don't think you can hang your hat on players like him and Martinez to win you a league.
Shout out to Johnny Evans, jobs for the boys, the set piece manager.
Right, that is so overblown.
Oh, you say that, but that was a great set piece.
It's only a great set piece because the bloke was sent off.
You say that, but I've not seen any of that under Amram, so I'm giving him a thumb up.
What set piece goals under Amram?
Nothing like that. Not the intricacy of how we did it.
Maybe. Yeah, look, fair enough. It's a goal. All goals count, and it's brilliant because it's a set piece, but it's a fun set piece.
Exactly.
It's the only reason I'd give them credit for that is if that was a deliberate move because it's not a surprise that Romero got sent off. Okay?
He's so annoying, that guy. I hate him so much.
He's a very good player, but I know what you mean. he'd drive you fucking mad in your team because he really is a much better centre back than people realise. But he's a sort of wide centre back. He should be played, in my opinion, a bit like Rudiger or something like that. Not kind of like in the Harry Maguire central position, but like an outside one, like where we kind of play Euro. But having that lack of discipline, it's just unbelievable. Like, it's just, I don't want to, I know I do this to all the Latin American players, but it is just, it's just so Latin American football.
It's the way he apologises after. It's like, you know what you're doing, you idiot. Just calm down.
Yeah, it's like Casemiro, Martinez, Ugarte, like, they don't have the discipline of going through a European academy system of going to ground, of tackling from the blind side. Like, it really is a shocking weakness. And it's like, I played there. I've been on the end of these kind of challenges, and I don't understand how you get to that level and you're still doing stuff like that.
God, I can only imagine your reaction to feeling one of them. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's Caicedo is another one who does it all the time. Like,
yeah,
addicted to tackling from the blind side. And it's I remember when, was it against Fulham, where we were under a bit of pressure at the end, and like Ugarte was making dog shit tackles.
Yeah,
like
panicking.
Yeah, and it's like, if it like a proper defender never tackles from the blind side, like, unless the one I'll give a little bit of credit to is Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because he's a bit weird.
He
managed with his body.
I don't know how he does it. He always managed to
do it. But he was so consistent with it that I'm like, fine, okay, you can actually do that. But honestly, people who are bigging up Caicedo, I look at him and think you're never going to win a big cup competition having Caicedo in your team, because he gives too many set pieces away with just stupid tackles in the middle of the park.
I think that's why I used to rate Carrick so highly, because he never went. He used to intercept the ball without having to go to ground like that.
Right? Yeah, we disagree vehemently on how good Michael Carrick is.
Carrick was such a
dreadful defensive midfielder.
He was such an intelligent defensive midfielder for me.
He was not intelligent. Sorry, how often do I send you a clip and say, "Look at Carrick"? And you're like, oh yeah, like, not his best moment. Carrick was, look, I tell you what Carrick was. Carrick was a good international standard player, but the problem with Carrick is that we would have been the best team of all time if he was a better defender. Because he got eaten alive by Busquets and Messi and Xavi and Iniesta, and not because they did special things, but because he was a dumbass. And that is what we'd have won. We'd have won 2 European leagues, 2 Champions Leagues, and we'd have been regarded as the best team ever if Michael Carrick understood how to play central midfield defensively.
Oh, what? You're putting it all on him?
Yeah, he's the difference.
Bloody hell.
Like, and you know how much I rate Busquets, right? He's one of my favourite football players of all time. It is very difficult going up against a player like Busquets. But watch those Barcelona games, and the one time we knocked them out, Carrick wasn't playing. Scholesy was playing.
Yeah, true.
Like, honestly, it's a lot of my kind of dislike for Carrick actually comes from the fact that he was the difference between us and prime Barcelona. It wasn't Messi. It was Carrick versus Busquets.
Yeah, but isn't that kind of on the manager as well? Because you know for a fact if someone like Carrick is playing for Pep is going to teach him things. So maybe that's on the manager.
The thing is, Fergie wasn't, in my opinion, I know this sounds weird, but let me explain. Fergie wasn't really a football manager. Fergie was a director of football, where he used to sort of like, tactics, training, stuff like that, he subcontracted out.
Yeah.
Like, and things like that. And he obviously would give advice and things like that. But a lot of players have in particular, I think Rio has said it, that Fergie's tactics against Barcelona, and look, Pep's done this as well. I don't know. Bilal, I'm not so sure about that. Like,
I think Fletcher would have made a difference in 2009.
Fletcher would have made a huge difference. Park Ji-sung would have made a huge difference. Like, the reason that, like, Carrick needed Fletcher's... The reason we always talk about Fletcher and Park Ji-sung in such glowing terms now is that Carrick, was, in a way, was similar to Bruno, where when Bruno was at his peak, he needed players helping out, doing his work in terms of McBride. Like, McBride used to do the job of 3 players, and that's what, you know, Fletch and Park Ji-sung used to do for Carrick. They used to basically help him out, filling the gaps, because he just made so many errors, and they cleaned up for him, and that's okay. Like, you need your teammates to help you in a football match, and you've got to have people on the team like me that are happy to do that job, right? Mm. But the issue is that when you're at the, not even the elite end, when you're at the legendary end of football, and that's what those games were, is that the teams that won those games would be remembered as the greatest ever team in Europe.
But you know what?
20 or 30 years.
Like a long time.
That was the difference.
But a long time before Carrick even joined United, I used to see Keane, Nicky Butt, Scholes, teams from other European leagues used to outclass us all the time, year after year. So it's not just
that's like everyone talks about United playing 4-4-2. When we played 4-4-2, we were fucking bollocks.
Yeah,
like because we didn't have enough men in the middle of the pitch. I know we won a treble playing what people think is 4-4-2, but it wasn't. It was a 3 because it was Scholes, Giggs, and Beckham, and Giggsy used to play so far up the pitch. That Beckham would like ping the ball 60 yards to release him. That's not a 4. That's a 3. That I have to say, it's actually a really good header as well. No, it wasn't. We should have won that game as well. I remember PK absolutely taking Ronnie out in the first 20 minutes. I'm thinking of the Wembley one more, Bilal. I haven't actually watched the one in. I can't. Was it in Spain?
I think it was wasn't it in Rome? I can't remember. I think it
might have been in Rome. Like I don't remember. It was just what I do remember is everyone said we were going to thrash them, like because of PK.
It was in Rome. Yeah, it was in Rome.
He got battered away at Burton Albion.
That was a really good header by Messi, though. But
it's an excellent header.
That first goal that Samuel Eto'o scored. Van der Sar should be saving. He should be saving that, Van der Sar.
I still think Van der Sar should have saved Messi's at Wembley.
He should have saved that too. Yeah, I agree.
It's messy. I've always wanted to speak to a proper goalkeeper about that.
He should have saved it. 100%. He should have saved it.
I don't know because it's like the thing is it's Lionel Messi, and he is. He's one of the top 5. Whatever you think, he's one of the top 5 players of all time.
Well, Van der Sar sees the ball late, and Messi uses Vidic because he uses Vidic to guide it around. So it was an intelligent goal, but I still think Van der Sar could have saved that. But
thing is, it's with his wingspan or whatever you call it, he should save it.
Yeah,
it's not in the corner.
But I'll be honest with you, when I looked at that team at Wembley, I looked at it and I thought, bloody hell, that's when I realised the Glazers, like our team compared to Barcelona, it was so terrible. Giggs still in the midfield.
That's the one, isn't it? It's Giggs. Look, Giggs. I remember. Do you remember that pass he gave to Owen against City?
Yeah.
Like Giggs was fucking amazing and stuff, but you're looking at that thinking
no investment in the team.
Yeah, like who would have been? Who should have been the player we had then? Maybe Özil.
Yeah, I wouldn't have started Giggs. I would have started Nani. I don't know why he didn't start Nani in that game. Nani should have started.
It's because of the running and like having to defend and stuff. Like Giggsy was a good defender. Like it was that. I mean, like look, we were amazing, but you're right. We were creaking.
We were.
Like we just didn't have. You're right. It's like our first team is good enough to, go up against them, but we didn't have enough to bring it on. And because we were creaking, that's why the importance of Park and Fletcher, because they used to sort of cover those players. But it was also a team that you trusted, because that team from 2006 to 2009 is the best team in Premier League history.
I think it is.
It is. Like, the City team is. For me, I think about what teams could have beat us, and the only one I think that would have stood a chance is Chelsea. 2004 Chelsea team is.
Chelsea was good.
I don't know. I think that they could beat any team in history. That team, not that they would, but they could, and I'm not sure.
Yeah. Barcelona had trouble with them, but everyone forgets in 2009 we were supposed to be playing Chelsea again, but it was so corrupt. The referee blatantly let Barcelona.
Oh, do you mean the Iniesta goal?
Yeah, they should not have won that. It should have been Chelsea United.
Yeah, again. It was ridiculous. We also, it was penalties against Chelsea. Like, we didn't win that game, if you know what I mean. We won the cup, but we didn't really win the game. You cried in 2011 when you were 14. But how did you end up in Manchester supporting Manchester United?
There's loads of Man United fans in Manchester.
Yeah, no, but Bilal's not. You're not from the UK originally, are you? From I don't want to dox you from where you're from, but you moved here, didn't you? Like, I must have just what I really want him to say is that he just is that they moved from Manchester United. But I don't that. That's up to you to tell us. But I'm fairly sure Bilal's told me he's from he moved here from somewhere else when he was really young. Yeah, long story. I'm thinking about the times, and I can kind of work out from what was going on then, Bilal, about what the reason might have been. But it's just that's just so cool, isn't it? Moving from another country straight to Manchester and then getting into Manchester United.
That's amazing.
All right. It's just and so when you're 14, you're just so upset about a team like medical. Okay, yeah. I hope it worked out. Like, to be born in England is to win the lottery, as someone said. Mostly for medical. The other bit was to see the famous Manchester United.
We still have to find a way to get Doris to Old Trafford. One day.
Well, I'm no longer in charge of the Super Chat fund, am I? Because I was going to spend it all on a robot. I was going to get Yabba robot butler or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it would have been a bit of war. Well, Manchester's an interesting place at the moment. Have you seen all them videos up at Piccadilly Gardens? It's absolutely crazy. I can't believe that. I lived in Manchester for a year, and the state of the city now is unbelievable to me.
Is it worse now since you've been there?
Yeah. It's like the sort of the character of the city has changed, and it feels so different when I'm there. Obviously match day is different because there's, I don't want to be mean, but there's just so many day trippers. Even when I was watching a game against Spurs, at the weekend, when Bruno was taking corners, there were two lads with half and half scarves on.
Yeah. What is all that about? Come on, man.
Well,
I hate
that. Yeah, but that's an American told me that it's because you only get to see 2 or 3 games in your life, and so the other team are almost as important.
Oh, whatever, man.
No, look, my thoughts on Americans in particular and other countries and stuff, but Manchester. Look, we're so big because we're global, so they're part of the global fan base. They're part of the family. And they do have a different culture to us. You'll get loads of Indians who bang on about getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Well, I respect them, though, because when Man United go out to India or Thailand, because they went to Thailand as well, you see all the fans there. they are literally fanatical, so they're just as important.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, but they're not to me, because it's the match-going fans who go week in, week out, are the lifeblood of the club. And so what annoys me is when I see, like, I think this is a different club, but I think did Liverpool play Manchester City away from home in Europe or something, and there were 10 Barcelona fans in the crowd, in the away section. Like, stuff like that is unacceptable. Like, I hate the fact that you can just buy that you're taking tickets away from proper match.
But don't you remember when the club they gave a load of Galatasaray fans?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's exactly, because my family had a season ticket up until the early 90s, like maybe 92, 93, just as the team were beginning to come into stuff and the club was getting properly commercialized, and that ticket was. People always kind of forget that in between 93 and 96, a lot of season tickets got purged from Manchester United because they used to just be passed around, which is what seat, it's your seat, you can do what you want with it. And now I've seen it's happening at Manchester City as well. Now you have to, because that fucking stupid membership that we have to pay for, where you get literally nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
Nothing for it.
Yeah, you don't even get a key ring. Like, you just get nothing. Like, all you get is the ability to sort of have a ticket transferred to you. Like, I think at City, what they're doing now is that you can't have a ticket transferred to you if you've got a season ticket. And stuff like that. And that means that, like, if you sit next to someone at Main Road and that person isn't able to go to a game, and you've known them for 7-8 years, let's say, you can't bring your daughter to sit in that seat, or you can't bring your mate from work to sit in that seat, and it's awful to me. And it's what's going to happen at the new Old Trafford is they want to get rid of season ticket holders, like they just want 30 people to fly in from Thailand or something, and that's I'm not dissing like foreign fans coming. But the club is built on the support of match-going fans. And it's something that should be protected. It's
going to change, though. And the problem is, once they do build the new stadium, if they're able to do it, the prices are going to be even more.
Yeah. Like, I mean, what's happened at, like, the Emirates and New White Hart Lane? And I mean, West Ham absolutely fucking hate their stadium, don't they? The old school fans from, like... Yeah. Upton Park and stuff, and I think the Emirates was really disliked for a very long time. Main Road's a sort of a different one, because Main Road was an absolute shithole. I don't know if you ever went.
No,
it's worse. It's one of the worst grounds I've ever been to. Like, it was the coldest by a mile. And the Etihad is actually a pretty cool stadium.
St James's Park is good.
I hate St James's Park.
I don't mind it. I think it's quite nice.
I know it's a meme, but going up those stairs it's like watching football at St James's Park. It's like playing like Super Soccer in 1993.
Oh, did you think you were too far from the pitch? I thought it was all right. I didn't think it was that bad,
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been to St James's Park like maybe 7 or 8 times.
Okay.
And about 5 of them are to watch United. And the others was just when I was living in Newcastle, and it was like the Mike Ashley years. So it's pretty easy to get a ticket on the day.
Yeah.
And it was in places like the Gallagate, it's very, very different. Okay. But have you been in the away stand?
I went in the home because it was just me and my friends. We went out there for the day, and then we went to the Newcastle side. We were just behind the goal, and it was really cool.
Big market later.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's a fun city, isn't it, Newcastle?
They're just nice people.
Yeah, I find them a bit annoying, to be honest. Like I prefer Mackems. Like, and there is a difference, trust me. Like, me and Tyrone, you're from Middlesbrough. I've spent a lot of time in the northeast. It's culturally very distinctive. People from Stockton are very different to people from Middlesbrough.
Did you enjoy a parma? Did you eat parma? Well, you obviously only once. You wouldn't have eaten them too many times, but I'm sure you enjoyed.
I had it once. I was sick.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, genuinely sick. Like I ate it after a night out and never again.
Yeah, probably too cheesy.
Exactly, and it's like fucking 3 different cheeses. Ugh.
Yeah.
Awful. Like honestly, the food's so fucking unhealthy up there.
Yeah, a lot of them have parmos every week. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, and it's also like, I mean, Greg's has changed a little bit. Where Greg's like having a Greg's, it isn't like it's not outrageous anymore. But I couldn't believe how many Greg's people used to eat throughout the day.
Oh, they loved Greg's over there.
Yeah, like honestly, 2 out of 3 meals was Greg's, and I was like,
that.
boys, like it's like when all the Southern boys were just obsessed with Nando's.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? And like, boys, it's just fucking chicken.
When it first come out, Nando's is alright, but now you realise how dry it is. It's nothing.
Yeah, and they make you set the table yourself. Like, how did that happen?
I know.
What fucking restaurant you go to where they make your own table?
I know. It's ridiculous.
Can you do a Middlesbrough accent?
Not really. No, I can. I don't want to.
Why not?
Maybe another time.
Well, I'll have a go, but I have to get there, don't I? Said Kawasaki.
It's not by.
Hang on. I told you I'm getting there. Right? It's an odyssey. So you start off with a sort of Geordie accent, and it's like it's quite similar to South African for me, the Geordie accent. Look, it's that sort of noise that you make with your tongue, but like you sort of you drop it a bit, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so a Middlesbrough is back of the throat. It's that's. Do you like that?
It's not too bad, mate.
That's good. That's really good.
It's not a bad accent at all, to be honest with you, mate.
No, that's not good. But the first bit was really good. The first bit was really good.
It's been a while.
You're doing that from near your nose, aren't you? I'm going from the back of the throat, but that's all right, that mate. Like, yeah, you're pushing it a bit more forwards.
It's been a while since I've done an accent from Middlesbrough.
Yeah, that's much better. Like, yeah, but no, but like, yeah, South African accent is right at the tip, you know. And I find the Geordie accent, like, the sort of the T sounds are the same to me.
Why,
like,
man?
Right, that's good, yeah. Like, it's that the. It's a similar sound to me.
I'll never forget my friend almost got into a fight, you know, when we was in Newcastle. It was so hilarious.
Oh, was he doing shit accents?
No. They just started bothering us. I think they thought we were bothering these 2 young girls, but we weren't.
Yeah.
It's so funny though. Because
there is a lot of fighting on the big market. It is. If you do want a little bit of a rough and tumble, you can find it there pretty quickly.
The thing is, when they're arguing, right, and when they're angry, I can't take the accent seriously.
Yeah.
I just laugh about it. It's so funny.
There's a reason that like any dog food advert uses a Geordie for the dogs.
I remember, I think we went to one club and the doorman was there and he was like, "Plenty of fanny out today, lads."
Yeah. I remember one of them went to me, "Hey, it's a bit George and Andy out here." And I went, "What?" A bit George and Andy.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck do you mean? And he went, "Hey, it's wham. It's a bit wham out here." And that's what they said instead of warm.
The Geordies are so funny. We're watching the game and all we can hear is we're talking to the fans beside us. And they're just, I'm just saying, "What do you think of Ashley?" And they go on a whole tangent about Mike Ashley. It was so
they're so outraged, aren't they?
They hated him.
I hate Geordies talking about football. Like, they're so entitled. It's like listening to Scousers. Like,
yeah, but at least they've got
best club in the world, richest club, money more. I can't
Yeah.
stand it. And it's like, I know Geordies. Like, you know, I was in the Northeast 6-7 years, so like,
Yeah,
I
but
know
the
a
thing
lot of
is,
people from there.
at least with Liverpool, I can say they've got pedigree. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? The
Hey,
Newcastle.
first cup 67
Mm.
or 57 maybe. Oh, Mick McCarthy. Can you do him?
Oh, I'll have to listen to him.
It's a hard one. It's a really deep Yorkshire accent.
I was
So,
very, very disappointed with Roy in the World Cup.
Yeah, it's even deeper. That's good.
He let us down. He let us down big time. Yeah, I can't.
That's really good. But it's like what you've done there. That's good. You start at the back of the throat, gone to the nose and the teeth. It's such a difficult accent to do.
Yeah.
Like, hang on. How do they speak in Yorkshire?
I've heard, Bilal, I've heard you speak. You've got a Manc accent. I can hear it.
No, I don't have a Manc accent, mate. No. Like that. Oh. Like, it's such a weird noise, isn't it? Sounds like a farmyard animal.
Yeah.
No.
Cluffy from Middlesbrough.
Yeah. But he's like, the problem is that Cluffy's accent is from it's from like 2 or 3 generations back, isn't it?
Yes.
It's post, is he even post-war Cluffy?
What's weird, I couldn't believe his house was literally 2-minute walk from my nan's place. Really crazy.
Where was that?
He lived on a place called Valley Road, which is round the corner from my nan's. So yeah, in Grove Hill, a place called Grove Hill.
Okay, yes, I do know Grove Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was it rough back then?
Maybe not for my family.
It's different. Yeah, it's different now, isn't it? It's like London, isn't it? Like I remember, like Ladbroke Grove used to be regarded as like just a no-go zone, and now it's like one of the poshest parts of London.
Yeah.
Like, but London's weird, isn't it? Because you can just go from like really expensive to life-threatening in 20 meters. Like, what a city, man! I'm so pleased I don't live there.
What, London?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it would scare me. It's I mean, yeah, I've lived in Latin American cities which are pretty spicy, but London is something different.
London's not scary. London's fine.
It is for me. I hate playing football teams from London.
You'd be fine.
I'm sure I would be, but I just get worried. Like, although saying that, I remember when I was playing football in Newcastle, someone drove onto the pitch. I wasn't there, but it was in the papers and stuff. Like, someone on one of the football teams owed, like, you know, a local gangster some money.
Oh.
And they drove on the pitch in a hearse when he was playing, like, to send a message.
Oh my!
And I was like, mate, this is just fucking Sunday League. What the fuck is this? Like, do you know what I mean?
I have to laugh though, because I know your reaction would have been like, you would have been disgusted by that. You would have been so.
I was. I saw something. I did see something in the car park in Chile, which was really worrying. Where I'm fairly sure I saw someone from the other team being abducted.
Oh my god!
Like, I saw 3 guys bundle someone in the back of the car who didn't want to be in the car, and I wasn't getting involved.
There was a woman I worked with in London called Barbara. She was a Brazilian, and she told me a story that she saw in Brazil. I won't say on here, but she was she was shocked. Like, I could still see the fear in her eyes when she was
telling the story. Like, well, Brazilian football is... Brazilians are right fucking bastards. Because them and the Colombians are always the strongest, most athletic players. Like, and the Ecuadorians as well. Like, you used to hate when you like, who are we playing next? It was always about how many fucking Brazilians they had, because they were always the most physical. But like, their football, man, like you'd hear stories, and it's not just like at the sort of top level of the game. It is so corrupt throughout, and there's so many dodgy things. What part of London? What do I look like, mate? Some kind of fucking information point.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's like I'm trying to think. That's a character out of Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah, that's what someone said to me the first time I went to London.
Yeah.
I asked someone in King's Cross where the toilets were. What do I fucking look like, mate? Some kind of fucking information point.
That's so funny.
I can't do any of the new London accents, like in particular the sort of like the roadman one, which I'd love to be able to do.
All right, fam, what you talking about, blood?
That doesn't sound that good, actually.
Yeah, because I'm not putting it on.
Yeah, but it's like how. Do you remember that video you sent me? When that guy says he's just doing acrobatics.
That honestly, that is the funniest. I'll be honest
That's
with you.
amazing.
That is the funniest thing I've seen all week. Like, that was hilarious.
Yeah, that is. It's just I love it. I could talk for 2 hours on how funny that video is and why. But it's like that. It's kind of how deadpan that accent is that intrigues me so much about it.
The thing that was making me laugh in that video, the guy's hanging up on the thing, and he's playing the harmonica, and he's got the mask on. It's so fucking funny. It's the
It's just
funniest
like, what are you doing, mate? That he's got mask on. He's playing a monica.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just doing acrobatics. That's I don't know what accent it is, but I can't do it. I can't do that accent.
Northern Ireland, Irish is alright.
Easy.
Northern Ireland is different. That's tough. It's the hardest.
That's an easy accent.
What, Northern Ireland?
Yeah. Like, hang on. It always. I have to. I'm like a car starting up. I've got to find the noise. But Northern Ireland is the Northern Irish accent. Northern Ireland. That car's a bit loud. I'll tell you now, and I'll tell you for true. The Northern Irish accent is right from the top of the nose. There you go. Okay. Yeah?
Right from the top of the nose. All right.
No, that's too southern. You're doing the sort of lilting kind of sort of Cork accent going up.
Yeah, the Republic is easier
Republic.
For me. Republic
The Northern Irish accent, as you look straight down and you talk through your nostrils, right? Yeah, that kind of sound.
I'm not gonna lie. I honestly think the Northern Ireland accent, that's the most annoying. Republic I love, but the Northern Irish I can't deal with it.
Yeah, but it's because they're always saying annoying things, the Northern Irish, aren't they?
I don't even know if it's that. It's just the accent's just so annoying. I have to switch off the telly if someone's speaking from there.
We do not want to be part of the United Kingdom.
Oh my God. My ears are bleeding.
We will not have any dinner for 3 weeks. George Best is the greatest player. Oh, that's fair enough, actually. George Best, but yeah. Bilal, what can you do accents, Bilal?
Bilal's a legend. I know he can. You know he's got it.
I don't know. He's probably watching an accent stream or something else, like asking Manchester United questions. I must actually go and check if I sent Jarvis something over the weekend that I thought was interesting from the United game. I must go and check if he looked at it. I sent it to Rich as well.
Did you?
Yeah, it was about. Do you remember we were arguing about Conor Gallagher's run where he should have scored?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There was some build-up play that Spurs were doing that was really quite clever, and we solved it in about 30 minutes. With a pressing scheme. So it's much more up Jarvis's street than Rich's street. But I thought if I told Jarvis, I should tell Rich as well. Don't want to play favourites. Scouse. Yeah. Scouse is easy, isn't it? A Scouse, hang on, you got to kind of find it, haven't you? It's that kind. It's sort of the strength of it's a Scouse accent. Yeah, chicken and ginger to cackle. Is that it? I'm right.
Terrible.
I'm not good at impressions. I'm good at caricatures.
Chicken and chips and a can of Coke.
It's Coke.
Coke.
No, not Coke. Coke.
Coke.
There, yeah. Or Coke.
Oh my god.
Chicken and chips and a can of Coke. Like that weird that they use. Do you know what I mean? Like,
best night out ever, Liverpool.
No. I've never been, actually, on a night out in Liverpool. No. I imagine it is tremendous fun.
It was awesome.
I imagine it's a lot of fun. Do you know, I genuinely think London's one of the worst nights out in the country.
It's rubbish.
Yeah, is that because unless you want to meet French like exchange students, like then it's the greatest night out. But anytime I go to London, it's just full of everywhere I go. It's full of like backpackers and stuff. Because I
always pull in London when I go central London, particularly. I always end up somewhere. I don't know why.
Have you off down Raffles?
It's always central London. If like when there's someone who wants to dance with me, and we end up going back to hers or kissing.
Yeah, save the last dance.
Best night out. It's always like Manchester, Liverpool.
Yeah, it's the north, isn't it?
Yeah, the north is fucking awesome.
Yeah, like, I absolutely love my nights out in Newcastle. Like, you just crazy shit always going on. So I actually am not a huge fan of Manchester for nightlife.
It was. I'll be honest with you though. The last time we went, it was so rubbish because it was loads of students, and I thought, mate, we're too old for this.
It's not that. The rain drives me crazy.
Oh, Manchester.
Yeah, it drives me crazy, and every night it's always wet and cold and stuff. And I like, I do love people from Manchester, but I do think that Mancunians are actually quite difficult people. Mm. Like, they've got the guardedness of the north, like, because people in the north are very polite and they're very welcoming, but there's always a barrier.
Yeah.
But with Manchester, there's much more guarded people. Mm. Why are you asking Tyrone if he can do Nigerian and not me? I can speak Nigerian.
Or Igbo.
Yoruba, thank you very much. Yamime Pax, Oriope. That's all I can say in Yoruba.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but that honestly, get me a Nigerian, they'll understand that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But can you do Nigerian?
No, and I learned that once when we were doing a play. And I said to them, why have you made me play this African guy? So I played the African guy and it wasn't funny.
I wonder why.
But I don't think it was funny because of my accent. I think the writing was poor. So that's on the writer.
Right. Can you do any can you do African accents?
Not particularly.
I don't know the difference, to be honest. Mm. Like, I'm trying to think of footballers.
Asna.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like Drogba. Was Drogba Ivory Coast?
Yeah, Ivory Coast. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think of Drogba. I don't know if Drogba is indicative because he was. Do you remember when he used to relax his hair?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It was bad for him. That's why he's bald now. He was putting some chemicals in his hair. He shouldn't have.
Yeah, like that was really. I mean, I have to say, I understand where it comes from because it's got to be from watching those beautiful players in Serie A, like Zamorano and Salas and things.
Yeah,
like like the way how beautiful they look when they're headed the football. So I get it, but it was always weird watching this massive black man with relaxed hair.
I think his favourite player was Batistuta, so he wanted to look like
right, yeah. I get it. Look, anyone can do an Indian accent, Tyrone. Just I'm not do any other accent long enough and it will become Indian.
I'll be honest, right? I think he was the closest I saw to Batistuta Drogba. Same, like, power. The way he used to smash it in.
He didn't have the elegance. But like,
but he had the shot power, like the way he would.
Yeah, he did. I know exactly what goal you're thinking of.
Mm.
Like, you're thinking of the one that he scored at Old Trafford.
Yes.
And then you're thinking about Drogba did a similar one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Your Indians, like Indian and Welsh are accents that you always end up doing. Like, because I suppose, are Indians musical people? They probably are, aren't they?
I think so.
Because like the Welsh are musical people, and I know that Tolkien, who wrote Lord of the Rings, he was a philologist, so he was an expert with languages.
I'm sure the Indians were the ones who inspired the Pied Piper. I'm sure.
I think that's a French thing, isn't it?
I think it is, but I think it came from India originally because that's what they do in it.
Because that's where the Black Plague came from with all the rats. Yeah, but this guy, so Tolkien, like he always said that Welsh was music spoken, and the fact that Indian and Welsh are very, they must have sort of similar sort of, like, you know, the Welsh and the Indian. Maybe I think when I do accents, I push my tongue to my teeth too often.
Isn't Welsh amongst the oldest language, along with Albanian?
Probably.
Yeah.
Like it's like, I mean, the oldest language will be something out of Africa, surely, or like Mesopotamia, like Zoroastrians, or like it'll be something like Assyrian or Sumerian, like will still be spoken somewhere. Like, I mean, a bit, you know, like we're losing Celtic, I think, quite soon. Like I think there's something like maybe 200 or 300 people who speak it in Scotland, and the Welsh are quite good because they have quite a lot of the telly is in fucking Gaelic or whatever it is. Like I can't speak a word of it. A regarded accent. I did actually do a regarded accent, and I got told off for it, Bilal. Like you're not allowed to do those kind of voices, apparently.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I did it to the ref, and
oh no!
Yeah, I got a yellow card, which actually means I have to pay money.
Oh, you guys have to pay for yellows. I thought it was only the red. I thought it was only red cards.
Pay for yellows this season.
Oh, that's a piss take.
Are you not paying for them because it's the English and Welsh FA?
Oh, no,
tenner.
Oh, no, we used to pay. I think it was, if we got a yellow card, it was nothing, but if it was a red, it would be like 50 quid.
How much?
If you got 3 yellows, you'd have to pay 25 quid. So you'd have to get 3. And I think for a red was like 75.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Like I think, I'm not sure if they're doing this, but I think a red card might be 100 quid next season.
Oh,
I've heard that from someone, and like,
so it should be though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, a lot of these refs, you know my thoughts on refs. I never diss refs at all because we need them. Too much is made of like refs. They're just trying to do a job, and all that kind of stuff.
It's such a hard job.
Yeah, it is. The thing I hate most about YouTube football content is people talking about referees.
They don't understand it though.
Yeah, but it's like, it's a bit like Like the reason I don't like Neymar as a footballer is he used to rely on the ref to win a game for him. And I absolutely hate it when we sort of think that we have to rely on VAR and refs to win us games. Players win you games.
He's a bit overrated for me. He's not one of my favourite players.
Who? Neymar?
Yeah.
I mean, beautiful ball control and stuff, but there's a lot of show ponying and then diving.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
It's one of the things that pisses me off about Ahmad, actually, is Ahmad's a diver as well.
There was one time when he made me go completely crazy. It's when if he'd stayed on his feet, he would have scored a goal, but he decided to dive and we didn't get anything. I was screaming.
Ahmad?
Yeah, I was screaming.
Yeah. I remember that. I always remember my boy McTominay beating the living shit out of Neymar when we played them once. Like he had a free kick against, like, Neymar dived and won a free kick, and the next time McTominay just said he knew he was going to get a free kick, but he thought he'd just put the boot in as well. It was beautiful. Like, I really enjoyed. It's the game Fred got sent off in, I think.
Was that the one with PSG, United PSG?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, do you remember that when bloody Fred was on a yellow card? And
I'm not going to lie to you, I hated Fred. Not because of his lack of application, just the way he used to lose. He used to get bars off the ball like a kid.
Yeah, he wasn't good at taking good contact. I like Fred. He was a good player.
Weak.
And he tried hard. And he did his job for the team. He just wasn't at the correct level.
He was weak as fuck, man.
Yeah, like, but I've got a lot of time for Fred. McFred are genuinely the best central partnership that we've had for 15 years or something, and hopefully Casemiro and Mainu can can outdo them this season.
I mean, everything we're seeing with Kobe and Casemiro, apparently, according to another manager, they couldn't play together. I mean, what?
I mean, like it's just it's so annoying because
it is annoying. We wasted so much time with him. What a fraud!
I know. I think after Spurs, but he had to have gone after Grimsby. And the other thing is that there's this awful thing now with United channels and Twitter and just social. It's one of the reasons I don't get involved in United content is you're forced to pick camps.
Yeah.
And to me, it's perfectly fine to change your mind about something. Do you know what I mean? Like you shouldn't be made fun of. Like the more evidence you get, the better decision you can make. But
exactly
the fact that that these camps, because we've been doing manager in, manager out for like 6 years, it's you see people get so entrenched in positions, and I think it's a real failure. Where I'd much rather talk about football. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd much rather talk about like a goal Drogba scored that's a bit like Batistutas and things like that. And I think that like the YouTube scene is the worst it's ever been.
It's not the same. It's not the same, unfortunately.
Yeah, like I think it's very difficult to get me to watch YouTube content on football at the moment. And the team are playing the best they have since Ollie was around.
I agree.
Like it's such a privilege to watch these players, and you sort of go in, and because people have got so entrenched about Bruno, and I remember last summer, I was 100% sell Bruno for 100 million, and now I'm like, no, let's keep him.
Yeah, because he's integral. The numbers he gets as well. He gets
change your mind, innit? Like, and the other thing is, he's playing a different position and so on. And I hate football. YouTube is fucking awful at the moment. Like, Bilal, you're watching a lot of football YouTube. Are you still loving it? Like, it's obviously better now the team are winning and things. But I imagine that there's a lot of I told you so's, because Amrin, man, if he'd gone after Grimsby, I genuinely think we might have been able to hunt Arsenal down.
Not even that. Like, he should have, if he'd gone after the Spurs defeat in the Europa and they brought in Carrick at the beginning of the season with the pre-season, we could have done bits.
Yeah, but that would never have happened.
I know, but it should have though. It needed to.
Yeah, look, Carrick would no. I think that he could have gone, but Carrick would never have been brought in. It would have been someone like De Zerbi.
See, I don't want him. Grimsby,
not at all. Dreadful football.
I know.
I hate De Zerbi.
What I don't like about him, his team, they'll be passing out from the back, they'll concede a goal, and then they'll do the same thing about 30 minutes later.
Yeah, it's just such awful football. I also don't like 50-year-old men with hair gel. It just annoys me. Do you know what I mean? It's one of the reasons I really liked Ericsson was really scruffy.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it. Really annoys. Saying that, I've been talking about getting a hair transplant today, but yeah, it annoys me, stuff like that. And I think I know De Zerbi is a bit of a sort of. I always get labelled as a tactico for some reason when, I mainly talk about winning second balls and how we need really big, strong players. And I do feel a bit vindicated in my absolute. I've been talking about how important winning headers is for fucking years. And at last, Darius Ball has come to the Premier League. Long throw-ins, set pieces, running about. It's fantastic.
You can't all decide to play like Pep. There's got to be a mixture.
No.
That's what made the Premier League the league it was. It was a mixture of football.
Well, you notice that Pep was ahead of the game as well because he bought Donnarumma, even though I think Donnarumma is a pretty poor goalkeeper overall. Because he's amazing shot stopper, dreadful at pretty much everything else.
Well, with his feet, he's terrible.
Yeah, but also, even though he's massive, he is so dodgy under a high ball.
I know you said he's an average Premier League goalkeeper, but I'm really impressed with Lomans. I think he's doing a good job.
Yeah, no, like what I mean with Lomans being an average Premier League goalkeeper is he saves what you expect him to save.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing is that his consistency is looking above average.
I think he could. I think he could grow into that role and become a good keeper.
He could, but what you have to remember is against Spurs, he properly nearly fucked up in the first minute.
Yeah, we made one mistake. That's the first mistake I've seen him make.
I'm fairly sure he made exactly the same mistake at Spurs away. And we got punished. Thought on Slobosai's red card.
I didn't watch the game.
I'm afraid, Bilal, I think it was absolutely the right decision. And
really?
I wanted him to be red carded because I'm still a little bit worried about Liverpool. And having him out for 3 games is fantastic. But
for us, it is, yeah, but not for them.
Yeah. So he pulled Haaland's shirt, and then Haaland pulled his shirt. So I think by the letter of the law, it's correct. I was more concerned when it was happening that there was going to be a penalty at the other end. The Maldini video. Bilal, I'm glad you enjoyed that because not a lot of people share my sense of humour. This is the one about would Napoleon Bonaparte have been able to conquer Italy if Maldini had been present. And so it starts off with they're about 2 minutes, right? And it starts off with the first minute explaining who Napoleon Bonaparte was and his conquests and stuff. And then it just goes into football highlights of Maldini.
Interesting.
And so it's stuff like, could the Mongolian army have stopped prime Messi? And would the Roman Empire have beaten the Spain World Cup 2010 squad? It's just, they're very, very stupid videos, but Bilal likes stupidity, so I sent it to him. And then that is basically all we've asked in Jarvis's stream since. Could a historical empire have beaten a good football team? Would the Normans have been able to invade us if Paulinho had been playing? Rich, how are you? I was speaking about you earlier, actually. Did you do anything? Because we were off Tropic Thunder. We're talking about football. Did you do anything on that? Did you watch that stuff I sent you about how we stopped Spurs playing out from the back? I was just telling Tyrone about that.
Yeah. Oh.
Like it's not really your sort of content, I suppose. Like that kind of, that sort of like basically out of possession pressing schemes. But I thought it was really interesting. Did you like those videos? I like them. This one happened the plague. Who was worse, the Black Plague or Amran? Like, I'm very surprised. You see what Gary Lineker said about how if he was he was obviously joking, but he would have sued Amran if he was Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, because what legitimate reason did he have to leave him out? He didn't even give us a good reason for it. See, I'm not all for player power, but he didn't have no good reason, and Kobe proved that.
I think that he wanted to sell Kobe, get a shitload of money, and spunk it on pretty shit players to play wing back.
That's what I think.
Like Kobe was definitely going to Napoli on loan.
I'm so glad he ain't gone, man. So glad.
Oh, me too. Napoli, I watch a lot of Napoli, but they're a dreadful football team. Like, they've got so many injuries, but even when they had their best players, they weren't the best team in Italy. It was just McTominay just basically powered them to the title.
I'd rather have the plague than have Amarin back. Me too, mate.
I don't know. I just don't my teeth falling out. Yeah, but Amarin, man, it's just the thing about is Rich. Yes, thank you. The thing about Amarin is that there are so many people who got so deep in the sauce with Amarin, really backing themselves into these positions that, you've got. I can remember one of Jarvis's mates is an American guy, was basically lecturing people for months about how they just didn't understand football and how Amorim was right and things.
Oh my god!
And it was just such an awful position to kind of to be in, because there's the moral argument. Well, yeah, we do back our managers. Do you know what I mean? Like, and we back them longer than everyone else. But it was just so clear that Amorim was just a fucking idiot, and he wanted to be sacked. Bilal, I think you have to change it to like John Terry or Pepe or something like that, because it's a defensive thing. It should have been. Would prime Steven Gerrard have been able to blow up? That would have been able to do the gunpowder plot. Who told you that, Richard? Because I think I was told stuff like that as well, because I was never hammering in, to be honest. I always said it was a silly thing.
Well, yeah, to be fair to you, you said from the beginning, I think this is the wrong appointment. You did. I remember you said that.
Yeah. I mean, I was also extremely early on getting Ten Hag out after the FA Cup final where we lost to City. I wanted him to go. But it's because I think when you've got like a lot of experience and stuff like that, and I do wonder how much experience people who do football YouTube have of being really invested in the football club. Do you know? I mean, you know it's going to take so long. Like when a manager goes out, you've got 2 years basically. You know, managers last 3 years, don't they?
Yeah.
So when a manager goes, now in this stupid world we live in, we've got to get him players for his system, and we've got to take it to, you know, you've got to give him 2 years minimum.
God.
And do you know what I mean? And it's like being in a waiting room.
I remember when he said to us, he said, we're going to have to suffer for a while. I thought, mate, get lost. Like, we don't have
look, I tell you what he did that was he did two things that were really, really good. One is he got the team fit, and that's a massive achievement.
I'm going to give that to the coaches. I'm not even going to credit him with that.
No, it's definitely him in the pre-season and like Portuguese sports science. Like, you have to give it to him. He got the team fit, and he got us scoring from set pieces.
Okay.
No, and that. But the thing is that you have to give him that, and that those really big achievements. But the massive stupidity of playing a 3 at the back system, like against 10 men. Like not putting players in their best position, telling everyone how shit the players were. That is just unforgivable.
Well, yeah, because even if they are shit, I mean, we have to sell those players. How are we going to sell them if you're telling everyone they're bad?
Yeah, I mean, and also like all that stuff about like the worst team in Manchester United's history, mate. You were fucking managing that lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't care what anyone says. He's definitely watching our games, and he's probably looking at how we play, and he's probably thinking,
"Oh, he's livid." It's like your ex, isn't it? Like, yeah. I want all my exes to genuinely struggle. I don't. I just want them to be less happy than I am. I'm still waiting for Rich to tell us who was the. I suppose you could, like, because I always forget you're quite a big YouTuber now. You can't like just go and start dissing people the way we can. Right, I am. We've done 3 hours. I'm dead, mate.
Fair enough.
I'm dead, and I've had a nap today. Jesus Christ, it's far too late. I'll speak to you tomorrow, Tyrone, about something or other. But next week, we're thinking about Tuesday because United are playing on the Monday. The film is what? All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, All Quiet on the Western Front, war film.
Yeah? All right. So, and that's on Netflix. So that should be fine for subtitles. All right.
Take care, guys.
Thank you all for watching. Speak to you all later.
Speak to you later, guys.